All right, so there. I just wanted to give proper credit to the teams working on this, the modders, just doing incredible work. Once again, you can download this. It's called the Seventh Heaven Mod Manager. By the way, just want to get this out there. I tried to put it in the title and everything, but there will be full spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Intermission, and maybe even the rest of the compilation. So just be aware of that. We're talking openly right now. This is not the normal Let's Play. So yeah, Choco Bill was at the end of the Intermission DLC. He drives the whole party to Calm and drops them off, and they start walking up there. Choco Bill obviously is a kind-hearted person, you know, like just saying ma'am to Tifa and things like that. So this won't be the first time that you meet Choco Bill. This won't be the first time. In Rebirth, it won't be the first time. You guys will be like, oh, hey, look, you know, thanks for the ride.
Yeah.
But it seems like in this save file, it looks like we've already talked to Choco Bill. But in the first time you talk to him, he mentions that there's the Zalem. You're going to need a Chocobo to go talk to my son. And you go over there, and we'll do in just a second. By the way, there was another person heading towards the marshes. Without a Chocobo, the Midgar Zalem probably got him. It was a man in a black cape. Alright. Now, I have an interesting thing to say about the Choco fam, you know?
Okay.
So Choco fam here, we got Billy down here, and the fun thing is that we met Choco Billy, and Chloe, right? Because Chol was a that's a misspell, but yeah, and like just like in the original, he's trying to charge like an arm and leg for these kind of things. And Rebirth, we saw that actually go down, where Choco Billy is he's like, if I was trying to scam you, but I'm not doing that, and
Have you seen where the farm is? It's in the middle of nowhere. They've got to charge you higher prices.
Right. But actually, I have a deeper theory for that. Let me grab this. So, pulling from the Material Ultimania here, and I gotta find it. So bear with me for a second, but it says in the Material Ultimania that the Huntsman is actually a son of a provincial farmer. So that means that it's possible that the Huntsman is related to Choco Bill, meaning that either the Huntsman is Choco Billy and Chloe's father, and they just say that their parents died, and then it's just kind of disowning him or whatever, or it's that it's their uncle. So Uncle Huntsman, you know what I mean? So either way, the fact that they could be related could bring in something for Rebirth, where the Huntsman returns from, Midgar, and he runs into seeing Cloud and company, doing favors for the Choco fam, or at least automatically going to start to think oh my god, those are the terrorists, we gotta freaking so he's gonna go, maybe you have to have a fight with him, and then maybe it changes his mind or whatever. But basically he's got a he extra armor plated himself, he is out with a grudge, right? And in the Ultimania, in one of the excerpts from the developers, said what made him want to do this, what is about with his past. And it said that sure would be an interesting story to tell. And that was it, ... And I'm like, so they're setting up for Rebirth, maybe telling that story of the Huntsman, and we haven't seen the last of him yet.
I like that idea. I like that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I just wanted to point that out. See, ever since Mom and Dad died, it's been like this. So they're saying that, so maybe it could be that the Huntsman's brother died, and then maybe it was a result of Wutai, like the Wutai War. It could have been in that, and then that's why he's got such a grudge and stuff like that.
That's why he's a Shinra lucky.
Yeah, and he's like full on Shinra. Yeah. It could be that we were speculating last week that the trooper, the second trooper that fell from the rope bridge, was actually Roach, maybe, possibly. If you don't like that theory, then maybe it was the Huntsman's brother. That's a possibility as well. So yeah, Sean says, I think it is his uncle. So just wanted to point that out. Pretty interesting. All right, and then we also have seen in Rebirth, we've seen the chocobo catching and stuff like that. I gave him the good stuff too. Oh, whoa, okay, he's done with that. Oh boy. I gotta turn the sound effects back up. Don't hit that chocobo. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
You keeping up with chat there, Jay?
Just about.
Yeah, feel free to read some off there, man, while I play.
Oh, sure.
Alright, so we got our chocobo. Now, the one thing that I was noticing about in Rebirth, they did specifically mention that they had to get a chocobo to cross the marshes. In Rebirth, they do specifically mention that. I don't know what trailer or what gameplay that was, but Cloud, I think, says we needed a chocobo to cross the marshes. So,
yeah,
you remember that?
Yes. I don't know why, but in my head, I remember it being Chocobo Bill saying you need it, but I don't know. But someone definitely said it.
Yeah. So, like in Rebirth, that was said, and then like, what has me a little confused is that, well, you're fighting the Midgar Zalem at some point in the trailers, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's because obviously fighting the Midgar Zalem in OG is a completely optional thing, and the idea is you don't fight it and then you obviously come back for it later, right? I have a feeling that it's going to be all part of the narrative in Rebirth, where you do have to get the Chocobo because you can't fight it, but then something happens in the marshes while you're on the Chocobo and it gets scared off, and that's when you have to fight it. So I think it's the whole intention of the party is to try and pass it using the Chocobo, but bad things happen and you're forced to fight it anyway.
Okay. Yeah. And then there's the other idea that possibly that wait, that's not it. Camera. There's the other possibility that you get to go back later and fight the the Midgar Zalem. I theorized, I was like, well, this Midgar Zalem looks a little small, right? The one that they're fighting in Rebirth. So what if at the end of the marshes, when you get to the Mythril mines, you had such a hard time fighting that little small one. You get to the end of the Mythril or the opening of the Mythril mines, and then you see this gigantic freaking Midgar Zalem. We'll call that one the Midgar Swarm. You know what I mean? We'll call that one the real one to make MJ Gallagher happy. You know, we call it that, you know? And that one's huge. And that's the one Sephiroth, and that's what makes everybody go, "Oh my god, Sephiroth's power." So
I'm excited to fight this one. I hope they keep enemy skilling and things. You know, because I want to get that beta skill from Zalem.
Yeah, when the Zalem is using like this fire breath, I was like, "Is that beta? What is that?" I mean,
yeah, that's what I thought. That
is that
gotta
beta? And then you had, I mean, it could be flamethrower, but the Zalem doesn't do that, you know. All right, so here we are in the Mythril mines. So this is only a couple screens. Now, if you do care to watch the what to expect in the Mythril mines video, I'm actually really happy with that one. I'm very proud of that one because I come up with some pretty good ones in that one, Jay. Like I like what I got. So I'm going to kind of briefly talk about that in this stream. But basically, the Mythril mines we've now actually seen in the Summer Game Fest trailer. We saw Barret and Red 13. They are fighting a Mythril golem. And separated from them is Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa fighting Elena and, the Turks, right? So we have that kind of separation in a dungeon. And I think that's going to be a common thing in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Just like in Final Fantasy VII Remake, during the Shinra building, getting out of the Genova chamber and using the PHS system, going back and forth between the two parties. I think that's going to be a common thing in this game. And if you look on the official press images of Rebirth, it's in the Corel impossibly high rope bridges and mountains and stuff railroad bridges and stuff. we have a party of Yuffie, Barrett, and Red 13, and like, everybody was going nuts about where's Cloud. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, that doesn't shock me or anything, because like you said, we have that in remake plenty of times. Even when Barrett with Underground, when you play as Barrett separately from the party in remake, I think that's going to happen loads in this, just because there's such a vast array of characters this time around, as opposed to just the 4 of remake. You know, because I think that's always the problem with OG. It's you have to pick your 3, and then if you kind of go too far with them, you know, they start out leveling all your other characters, and then you just stuck with those 3, and you don't get that kind of team camaraderie. And I think that's what they're going against this time around. They really want you to feel like this is a tight-knit bunch of people. So forcing you into these moments where you have to play as different characters is a great way of like expanding, you know, that party dynamic, I think.
Yeah, and to kind of point out real quick as we're fighting these enemies, okay, I can't think of the names, but I know this is an Arc Dragon up here in the top left. This Arc Dragon, I feel like I had mentioned this in that video too, where I feel like this Arc Dragon could actually end up being a mini boss of sorts.
Kind of like those I can't remember what they're called, but those blue kind of fish things with the razors that we fought in remake.
Ah, yes, the Shagan, I think. Is that what you're talking about?
I think so. Yes.
Oh, hey, look, Dr. Robert Molt has joined the party. Here
There
he
he
is.
Party, sorry, man.
Hey, what's up? No, we're good. You're actually joining in as I just now got the stream set up straight.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just ran late.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. So this Arc Dragon was actually a the reason why I think it could be a mini boss, and it might not actually be the first time you go around in Mythril Mines. I think the Mythril Mines could actually be something revisitable and having more depth to the Mythril Mines. More side quests that lead you in there. Maybe it's a side quest hunt that wants you to fight down the Arc Dragon. But the reason why I'm putting so much emphasis on the Arc Dragon is that it was in Record Keeper, in the mobile game Record Keeper, Arc Dragon was kind of like a boss battle in the tower event of Final Fantasy VII event in the Record Keeper. And then you had in Urgeis, God Bless the Ring on the PS1. Arc Dragon was the second to last boss. So it was kind of like a big emphasis on the Arc Dragon. So those are the 2 reasons why I think it could be a hunt maybe, or a mini boss. But I mean, probably.
Hunt idea.
Yeah, I think a hunt for sure, because this, you know, the first time you go in there, we know that we're fighting a Mythril Golem. We know that we're going to fight the Turks, so we're not going to throw in another boss. But this platform here is the I don't know, man. I'm just speculation here, but it looks exactly like the platform from the Ancients video, where the Cetra is like forming a materia in her hands. This is what makes me think that this is we've already seen the Mythril Mines in that CG animation of the history of the Ancients that was shown in the Cosmos Theater in Shinra. So like she was forming it, and this platform looks exactly like it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, my Mythril Mines video, I even go into a little bit deeper. The pun on that one. So I had looked up geology. You know what I mean? I'm not a geologist. I don't know anything about geology. But let me tell you what, though, I found out about how ore is formed. You know, and God, what was it called? Do you know what I'm talking about, Dr. Robert Molt? As if this is your area.
I know geology.
Right? It was like
education.
thermo something. Anyways, I figured that the life stream is what actually was it's underneath the ground, it's obviously, and it comes up, and I think it forms with the liquid to form the ore known as Mythril. You know? So I kind of go into that a lot in detail for no reason at all, other than to explain that, hey, Mythril is super important, or it was, now that we know it was super important, as Shinra has found a replacement for it. So that's why the mines were abandoned. They don't need it anymore. They don't need to send out people to go in there and clear out the monsters. They don't need that material anymore. So all of the miners over in Calm are out of work because the monsters have taken over and they can't get to work and they don't even have a need to be working. So it's kind of that's a little interesting details for the Mythril mines.
Speaking of that, then, do you think maybe the Midgar Zone is a hunt and not a mini boss, and then you could do that as a side quest for the people of Calm to remove it so they can get back to the mine?
I would love that. I would love that if the first go around you actually have to go on the chocobo back and get across the marshes as fast as possible. I gotta equip some materia and stuff. I'm out here just, I'm naked out here, but. Yeah, like I have a feeling that you actually do have to get across the mines as fast as you can, which I think still would make such a fantastic sequence to be chased by the Mythril or by the Midgar Zalem. I would love that chase scene, but we haven't seen anything that even alludes to that.
No.
And we've actually seen the party fighting the Midgar Zalem, but again, there was no HUD. There was no heads-up display saying what level they were, how much HP they had. It could be a hunt. Like, that's a good point.
I think that would be my favorite, or kind of like I'd like to see maybe a hybrid between Final Fantasy 15's Behemoth kind of mission, where it's kind of, it's about you've got to sneak around it and it fails, but.
Are you not a believer in? I know at one point you expressed the model of we're gonna fight a weenie Midgar Zalem, and then like later on, do you think we're gonna do that model? And the hunt is the big mother Zalem?
Yeah, that was my mindset. Was that like I really think that they're fighting little small ones, but then at the end of it. The Midgar Zalem on the spike by Sephiroth is a much bigger one.
So do you think that what we're seeing in all of the what is it? I think it's the second trailer that shows off the zone. Are we seeing the little one, or are we seeing the big one? You think? There?
See, now that's where like it throws a hook into that kind of theory, where it's like, if we're chased by one. And then we see a very gigantic one. That's the Sephiroth one. Like, if it's a gigantic one, that's the Sephiroth one. And then the one that we fight is the one that chased us. And it's a little smaller. But if we... it's got to be a much bigger... If they are going to continue on with the concept of Sephiroth being feared because he just put this gigantic snake on a spike... There's so many comments on the last video that was like, he doesn't need to do that anymore. Like,
But it's awesome.
iconic, and we know that it is going to happen because we saw it in that trailer, the Destined for Rebirth trailer. In my breakdown video, I saw that the tail kind of coiled around a tree, so it's definitely going to be there.
Plus, don't we need that pivotal bit of dialogue from I think it's Tifa who's like, "It's Sephiroth." Dude.
We gotta have that.
There's something about that line that is just gorgeous. I don't know what it is. Since you're about to get the long range materia, is that a materia you think that there's any applicability in any way for the new game, or like I can't see how, but they are obviously really lovingly trying to put the old stuff in.
It's a good point. Yeah, like a lot of materia has been kind of replaced and stuff. What were your thoughts on that, Jet?
I mean, I don't know how you fit that in. With aerial combat now being where it is, and the fact that you have Yuffie and Aerith and Barrett as your ranged characters, the only way I could see it working is if you equipped it and kind of, I don't know, swing a sword and some blade beams came out, but then, which is cool as hell, and I'd never want to take it off, but I don't. That or they change what it does, and long range just buffs long range attacks or something like that. I don't.
I mean, I wonder how they're going to handle enemy skill. Like, I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, there's no way they could do everything in Remake, but I thought the enemy skills were kind of Remake.
Yeah, I think
we all know how broken the enemy skills are, once you get out to this area and beyond.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I've seen enough of the battles. So like basically the whole purpose of this stream is to kind of go through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn battles off. We got Mind Source. I think we've discovered everything in this area. So like that was the thing about Mythril Mines. It's only like 2 screens. All right.
I know, but so are the sewers. So is the train graveyard.
Exactly, and we've already seen in that Summer Game Fest trailer. It's going to be expanded.
Junon's only like 3 or 4 screens, right?
Shops.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the shops. But just running down the front part.
Are we gonna see the Turks getting, or at least Rude getting hammered in some random bar? Like, it was such a weird scene in the original. I wonder. Oh, and man, this is really childish, but I really hope we get the 135th soldier.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. In June.
I want to call back to that. You know, did they just pick it up and like, what's this? And then it's just nothing.
Like, who would collect these? Would anybody be so dumb as to go on a snipe hunt to go collect these?
Hey, we collected Moogle medals. Final Fantasy VII remake. Let's do these. I'm down for it. Yeah, I was kind of just catching up with chat here. The biggest mystery for me is Gilgamesh reveal in the Gilgamesh reveal and trailer. So, Saya, so one of the things that I had thought about with Gilgamesh was that we know that Gilgamesh is an interdimensional traveler, right? Like that's kind of his whole thing. And with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, we have Sephiroth saying things like, when worlds merge. And, you know, there's 2 worlds. Gilgamesh is like, ooh.
In the void in between.
let me in. You know what I mean? So Gilgamesh wants to go in between. I feel like he's going to communicate with Zack and Cloud in that, like, kind of a back and forth thing. He's just going to be a summon, though. I feel like he's just going to be a ghost. I don't think it's going to have any major lore or story implications. I just think it's kind of Gilgamesh is like, so you're telling me there's 2 worlds or more worlds? I like that. I can travel between them. And plus he's probably out there for the iconic legacy of the Buster Sword. You know what I mean?
My favorite Gilgamesh is the FF12 one. I would love to see that full on. Foolish mortals! You dare choose it! I would love to see that from like Zack would be like, yo, bro, just chill out. You know?
Yeah, let's chill. Wait a sec, bro. Is he going to get the Buster Sword? You know what I mean? I think if I like remember, if I'm putting together a timeline for Gilgamesh, I think the last one he just got was probably, I think, was it Zidane? Like, did he get Zidane's? I can't remember. He popped up in, which was the last one he popped up in? You know what I mean?
I think one of the 13. I think 13 was the last mainline one. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I don't know. There's more to this story, and I wrote out a script for a video. All right, I will get to it. I had a script to a video for Gilgamesh, and I was like, if you look at like his weapons and what he's carrying and like each game, I'm like, okay, well there's a storyline of he's going in, you know, not numerical order. He's just bouncing around, and then like he's found his way over here into the Final Fantasy VII world, and he's looking for that. I mean, come on. If you're a sword hunter, which sword do you want? The most iconic sword in Final Fantasy, the Buster Sword. He wants it. All right.
Yeah. And I'd love for him to start making fun of the Gunblade.
Right, reading that line in Sephi's voice. Gunblade. Was it when worlds merge? Was it that one?
That's pretty good.
Was that it? I like that. You like that? From what I could tell, I'm just kind of catching up. I want to be a little more active with chat this time around. So both Dr. Robert Molt and Jay, if you guys are keeping up with chat, just spotlight them for me as I go on play.
Absolutely.
See ya. All right, cool. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. I won't. See ya.
Sounds like the Kingdom Hearts world there. Well, I think I heard this somewhere else. You know, in the most recent trailer, because I think we get this first shot. I think it's the first time we see it, where it's a couple of Shinra troops on bikes riding down the Midgar Highway, and they see the big tornado kind of going around the middle of Midgar. I can't remember who said it, so I can't really give them credit, but they said like that's not a shot from Cloud's universe. That's a shot from Zack's universe. The that whole news report of the tornado destroying Sector 2.
Yeah.
But that is actually caused from the fight of Cloud and Zack. And so when you step through that portal in Remake, as you're just about to fight Sephiroth, that's you traveling to Zack's world and kind of fighting in that world and creating that tornado. And then you end up back in your timeline after it. And I kind of love that theory, just that whole tornado is caused by your party fighting Sephiroth in that world.
Ooh. It's like having an inverse effect there.
Yeah.
So just speculation here. Does the tornado have anything directly to do with the Whispers? I remember one thing that I posted to Mo Gallagher and Schrodinger's Baby Seal was have a clear sense of what the Dementors were doing when they're swirling the building and whatnot. Like, we don't have, like, they're there, they're howling, and it's dramatic and awesome, but no, seriously, what are they doing? And then, like, they respond, obviously, when Sephiroth is at the end of the highway and whatnot, but it's amazing, like, just asking the question, what are they doing? I got no one has a direct answer. So, I don't know, maybe could you tell me that they are the tornado, and they are the mechanism by which you're moving between...
That's, I mean, dude, it's super. It's like, man, that's super interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, I know, like, everybody should go check out Prof Noctis' new video. I think it's really fantastic about, you know, the Black Winds. It's about the train graveyard and like how Marlene says the Black Winds will take the souls away and stuff like that. And Prof Noctis suggests that there's a thin place, which is like basically a world between worlds type thing, where the people that are the cycle, the live stream cycle is now like halted, where they're not allowed to dissolve into the live stream. The life cycle, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to return to the planet, but you're not returning to the planet. And then that's the Whispers. So, anyways, that's all like. That's definitely all Whisper stuff, and like we can talk hours and hours and hours about Whispers. But I want to get through like just basically looking at just the step by step here in original game to Rebirth type stuff. So sure. we have you know, we just ran into Rude here, so we know that in Rebirth that we do run into the Turks. We even have a fight with the Turks. There's a battle, so that is completely different than what we see here in the original. In Rebirth Summer Game Fest trailer, we are actually battling Elena and I think Rude as well.
Yes.
By any chance, are you...
Wonderful.
Do you know who I am? Not interested. You know what I mean? Not interested. I've seen you. I don't care about you, though. I'm from the Turks, and don't you forget it. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? To put it negatively, you could say that. But that's not all there is to it anymore. Sir! It's all right, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then explain, Elena. I'm the newest member of the Turks, Elena! Thanks to what you thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. But because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Anyhow, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed and try to stop you every step of the way. Wait a minute, it's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. So basically what's interesting about Elena, and I point this out as well, Elena has a sister named Emma. So before Crisis, and before Crisis, her name is Gun Shotgun, I believe, or no, it's a Gun Female, just Gun Female. And then, you know, her lore name or her canon name is actually Emma, and she's the sister of Elena. In the last, oh gosh, what is it called? The anime. Last Order. In the Last Order, she is flying the helicopter during the scene where Zack is trying to get Cloud to Midgar. So she's flying the helicopter, searching for the fugitives, Zack and Cloud. And she's better at everything than Elena. She's the better of the two type thing. There's that going for her. But basically, if there is any scenario or moment to bring in before Crisis Turks, like there's a lot of characters from before Crisis that are still around. I mean they're still around, and I think the kids are all right. Even brought in a few of the Turks as well, if I remember correctly, because it explained where they were. I can't remember exactly, so I'm sorry about that. But so they're still around.
Hiding.
Huh?
I know most of them are in hiding.
Exactly. Most of them are in hiding. So that means when you're on the world map, they're going to be somewhere. You know what I mean? They're somewhere around there. So you might actually bump into one. If any of them, I think it would be Emma, because that would actually have some sort of impact with Elena here. But yeah, Elena just kind of, and then didn't she like Zack and let him go? No, that was actually Cessna. Yeah. So Cessna is another one that will absolutely find her way into Rebirth. I'm sure of it. So there's something to point out there. Elena, you talk too much. Mr. Sung, no need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Sung. I thought I gave you your orders. Now go. Don't forget to file your report. Oh, right. Very well. Rude and I will go after Sephiroth, who's heading for the Junon Harbor.
I want them to keep this terrible dialogue so much. Everything Elena says is awful, it's stupid, and it's such a freaking endearing way.
Yeah, they gotta do that. They gotta keep it. Elena, you don't seem to understand.
Song just get more and more like, oh my god, this is the best help I can get. We're the elite. I want to see Sung get so frustrated with I got Baldy who can't put together a sentence, Reno who's a little too proud of himself, and Miss Tell Our Plans. I got the bad sister because the good one is gone with the ghost.
I'm sorry. Go, don't let Sephiroth get away. Yes, sir. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. He wants to show his affection for you all with a new weapon. Cool. Well then. Aerith, long time no see. I don't know, man.
How long has it been?
Looks like you're safe from the Shinra. You know that it's been a long time since that moment where I slapped you in the face on the helicopter. Long time no see.
Now we're good.
Looks like you're safe from the Shinra for a while, now that Sephiroth reappeared. What are you saying? That I should be grateful to Sephiroth? No. I won't be seeing much of you, so take care. Strange hearing that from you. Well then, stay out of Shinra's way. Okay. See, that was one thing in the original game where it depended on the characters that you had in the party. That would be the dialogue that you got. If I didn't have Aerith in there, that whole sequence wouldn't have happened. So now in Rebirth, the party is, you know what I mean? Not the whole sequence, but that whole, the lines from Sung there. The personalized lines for Aerith. So, yeah. Now with Rebirth, everybody's going to be together, which is great.
Do you think they're gonna retcon in any sense the awkward Sung affection, Aerith or Aerith, I should say?
No, they kind of had that in Remake. It seemed like, right? It definitely seemed like he definitely cared for Aerith. I don't think.
See, I mean, maybe this is the way I read the original. It felt more than affection in the original. To me, it felt more like romantic, at least by the English translation. And I don't know if they're gonna it's not a retcon. Maybe that's fair.
They also had it with Elena too, right? Sung and Elena. I think that would be more along the lines of what they go for, maybe. But so we know that in Rebirth, when you come out of the Mythril mines, which I think is pretty interesting. I went ahead and turned off battle so I can do this. So in the Mythril mines, when you come out, you're actually coming out all the way over, gosh, where are we? Closer to Junon. almost all the way over this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like around this area. Yeah, so you like come out from here almost. So it's pretty interesting of what they chose to go with here. Because the Fort Condor is actually off to, on an island that's kind of connected by a bridge.
I like that they've done that though.
Yeah.
Or at least,
yes.
or at least
like,
they gave that scene, didn't they, with the Condor kind of
Swooping.
flew and took one of the clones. And I guess that's their way of, because here, you step out the Mythril mines as such, and you just see Fort Condor in all its glory. You're not going to do that in Rebirth. Show the bird. You don't have to show the building, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super excited for them to create world building that maybe like helps explain. Okay, Shinra is the general power of the world, but like, okay, if you're telling me Fort Condor is geographically isolated as opposed to in the middle of sight here, like, yeah, I can totally see that they could hold out against, Shinra, hunger, like little things like that. Or I'm super excited just to see Calm, that like even in the original there were little bits about like some people in Calm were really pro Shinra and others were like here. Like I would love to see, a kind of almost, they took our jobs kind of thing about old the Calm.
Yeah,
I see that diversity.
Yeah, we actually talked a little bit about that last episode of this, where we were in Calm, and you can hear in Rebirth, you can actually hear some of the citizens, calling out, like, the monster threat level is up by this, and like, some people were like talking about comfortable lives, maybe too comfortable, or like, things like that. So what I have going on right now is the comparison of walking out of Junon, or walking out of the Mythril mines in Rebirth, and you can see. Look, you're already over on this side of things. Like, you're looking at Junon when you come out. You're looking directly at Junon rather than looking at Fort Condor. And let me see. I think they even bring up the map, I hope, at some point. But then there's like, so they expanded out this area here. They made this little notch area. Something fully fleshed out. It's almost like a ship graveyard over here of a lot of different ships coming in, or it's the port, or maybe it's this thing here. It could be this port. But basically, they've made that an entire area which you can explore. So that's really cool too. They've definitely condensed the map. They've kind of morphed the map to be a little bit smaller in terms of like. Because you're traveling this thing, but they packed it with so much stuff to do, which is really cool. And you can actually swim in these waters. And right now they're just kind of going through like the menus. So let me get out of here. Here's the map.
That's a good point, though. I wonder what's the limit to the swimming. What stops you from just swimming to the North Continent?
Yeah,
it's like hard monster jellyfish or something stupid.
So like if I go to here, you can see the comparisons between the maps, and it is bringing you right around this area of the port. I think it's actually this thing that I mentioned at first.
So do you feel like, so in terms of Medial, do you feel like the jumping off point to Medial would be somewhere in this area? I mean, obviously it's hard to know when we'll go to Medial, etc. But
like, will you be able to see it?
Yeah, I mean, I would just think like, okay, you're telling me there's like, obviously there's Junon, there's a ship graveyard. I don't know, just trying to think, or for that matter, Benora. I don't know if we're going to, if that's an option, because in my head, Benora is somewhere around here, but I'm not sure if there's a good canon basis for that or not.
So Benora is over by Medial. It's in the other island. It's the islands north of Medial.
Gotcha.
And when I look at this gameplay footage, off in the distance, like back here in the distance, there's some land out there. Now that could be the reactor that's offshore, like the offshore reactor, some stuff like that going on. It could just be some random islands as well. But south of this area is the Temple of the Ancients, so it could be also the Temple of Ancients back there. I don't think we're going anywhere near Midil or Banora. I think those islands to the south east are going to be off limits, and then the Wutai Island over on the western side, that's not going to be explorable either. I think we're only going to get the very tip, or the very southern tip of the northern continent there, where you get Bone Village, and then the Forgotten, or the Sleeping Forest, and then the Forgotten Capital. So that, like I said, man, there's so much more that can open up in part 3, where you have the northern, you got snowy biomes, you got the freaking tropical Midil type island thing going on. You have Wutai. You have underwater, you have the skies, you got space at one point. So I think part 3 is going to go crazy with that kind of stuff. All right,
Yeah.
so when it comes to this area here, I want to let's try and stay as focused as we can on like the areas that we're in. So when it comes to this area, Fort Condor is off on an island, and it looks like Red 13 even says the bridge was closed. Or there's no access to it. So that's something to note. That is, like, there's no access to get to Fort Condor at the moment. So I don't think we're going to Fort Condor until later in the game. Possibly not go to Fort Condor.
I don't think we're going until we get Tiny Bronco.
There you go. Which is, yeah, I guess that's later in the game, right? Where you get the Tiny Bronco and then you're able to go over to it.
Yeah.
That's a good
Because
call.
we've seen it flying, right? We know, well, I say we've seen it flying. It looks like in the trailers we meet Sid earlier than just at Rocket Town. So I think you're going to fly, and I think that's when you go Fort Condor.
Okay.
Plus, I would think as a matter of pacing, it would be virtuous to not have Fort Condor here, in that I like the idea that the tension should be on you, like, okay, we're on the run. Shinra's hunting us. We have no home base. The enemy
We're
is
chasing Sephiroth. We have to get to June.
major military center. You know,
Yeah.
like, I think that pacing-wise, you should probably pick that there's a good time and place for side quests, just like, you know, in Remake.
No, I agree. I think your side quest part comes after Junon. I think that's when you.
Yeah.
I think your journey to Junon is going to be almost not your tutorial. I think you're either going to look at the Nibelheim kind of flashback as your tutorial mission, but I think this is going to be your introduction into how does the side content work. Essentially, this is going to be that chapter in Remake where you have to do all those kind of like side missions with Tifa to collect your to get your money. I think it's going to be, this is how your side quest work, this is how your hunt works, and you're going to learn it in Junon. And then when you get off the ship in Costa del Sol, that's when you go, right, now I've got my whole open world thing to go and do this.
I mean, that's an interesting question unto itself. That, like, in Remake, you had chapters 3, 8, and 14 were kind of your side quest chapters. That, like, time slowed down. There wasn't an urgent issue to go do stuff, so you had that. I wonder what are the equivalent points here. I totally agree with you that I think, you know, post the fighting of Genova, that's a good time to kind of have a taper down thing. What are other good points, I wonder, that are like good pause points for side questing?
So, like, we're actually
think this could be side quest in Junon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we just entered a nice side quest hub, right? It's like, so we just kind of entered under Junon, and obviously there's a big difference, which I'm showing right now, the side-by-side comparison. When you enter under Junon in Rebirth, you run into a character named Rhonda. She's the, like, basically, what do we call her? The mayor, the sheriff of these parts. What does she call herself? But she's basically the head of this this little village here. She allows these fugitives to take refuge, because she also kind of has a grudge for Shinra, which is similar to the inn at Calm, the innkeeper at Calm. So there's kind of like a network kind of going on right now of people who are you know, playing both sides of the field type thing, where, you know, helping out Avalanche, but also kind of keeping it cool that Shinra doesn't catch on. So that's interesting to note, as Rhonda allows them to go through, and as soon as you get in, you run into Priscilla, and Priscilla is immediately calling for help. And in this footage here, just kind of running around exploring and seeing everything, which is cool. You can also see, I did like some side by side. I've already done like a breakdown, but there in the middle of this courtyard is actually a is that fish looking what do you call it?
Yeah, the skeleton
museum
of the
display.
thing
Yeah. So it's
Oh.
yeah. So that's actually there. They've actually faithfully recreated many elements of it, and that's just so cool to see already that they're doing that.
The love is there. Like,
Yeah.
we can, people can have honest disagreements about if they like the direction of things, but you know what? The love is there, and we should be united by the love.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, like I think this is going to be a nice little side quest hub after you kind of do a lot of the big stuff, like fighting the you fight the bottoms well. No, what do they call it? The terror of the deep in Rebirth.
I think you do side quests before that.
You
I
don't-
think that is your. I think that fighting bottoms or Terror of the Deep, that is your point of no return going up to the top. And
Really?
that's your story lock from that point.
Yeah, I'm with you.
um
I personally feel like the pause points would be like you have Nibelheim flashback, then you have Calm, and so like that's kind of your chapter 3, so to speak, in remake.
Yeah.
That like, okay, here's the open world, go do some Chadley stuff, etc. And I was gonna say post Genova, just because like, okay, Costa del Sol, take a break from like super heavy, like you just freaking fuck Genova, dude.
yeah.
That's like, personally.
Well, I think
See, I think we're going to get a little break here. Then once you're ready to progress with the story, that's when Priscilla gets into trouble, and that's when you go up to the top, and then you get a little bit of a break again in Junon, and then you get a little break again on the ship before each significant boss fight.
I think the only
Yeah.
reason why I would disagree, and I might be reading the trailer wrong too, like the trailer could be complete, like, or not the trailer, but the gameplay footage could be cut and chopped up. But I'm pretty sure they leave the mines, they go straight to Junon, and then like as soon as they enter Junon, they talk to Rhonda for the very first time, and then like.
Mhm.
And then you just immediately, like, there's no cut in the gameplay. Like, they just walk down, they run into Priscilla, and then you go fight Bottomswell. Like, that's why I really do think it's going to be just like that. As soon as you enter Junon, I mean, I don't know, I feel like that is...
You could be
kind
right.
of-
I mean,
yeah.
the way you describe it, that's a good way of going. You've just had all this freedom in the open world.
Mhm.
Bang,
And then
here's boss.
you fight off the Bottomswell. Now everybody loves you because now you got you got
Now you're not
big-
the eco-terrorist.
you got the
wanted by Shinra,
terror.
you're the-
You got the terror
Merc.
of the deep out of the way, right? And now you're a merc. Now it's like, oh, wait, we can hire him to take care of some things. When you get there in Rebirth demo, they even are talking about how the water is polluted, but it said the water's calm, a little too calm today. Like things are kind of, it's a little different. So if you're able to get rid of their problem, now you're on the good graces of them, and you saved a girl's life, which is actually Yuffie's life this time around. That also seems like in that rapid fire interview with Game Informer, Hamaguchi-sen said that they have adjusted the CPR minigame. Didn't say that it was completely eliminated, like taken out of the game. He just said that
They made some changes. Yeah.
we've made some changes, right? So it could mean that they took it out, but I think they made some changes. It might be for Yuffie, like it might be to get Yuffie back up and running, because she gets
I think it's
flung out of the boat or something like that and just hits the shore, and they kind of pull her off to the side while you go fight.
I don't think it's a CPR game.
Okay.
Personally, I think it's going to be similar. Something happens with Bottoms Dweller, Terror of the Deep, and someone goes under the water, gets dragged under the water, and I think the lungs mini game is you trying to hold your breath to swim down and get them.
Oh, that'd be,
That would be a lot more thematically fulfilling than into the girl's mouth.
Do some CPR on the side of the beach. Yeah.
I'm on the different side of this. I mean, they made it a little awkward in this game, as we'll see, but I'm on a different side of this, right? Like, so just because you're putting CPR on a girl doesn't make it weird. You're saving her life.
No. I wasn't trying to say that was awkward. I'm just trying to say it's awkward in this Like, are you pumped? Are you feeling the plot right now?
They made it a little awkward. I think they even had like somebody get jealous or something. But that was weird.
Eric or something. I'm not even
but yeah,
sure who it was.
I would like to see Cloud save a life. I think that would be really cool. Like to see Cloud perform CPR and save a life, or something like along those lines. I think that wouldn't be too bad. What kind of place is this? Who are you people? Where did you come from? Did you see a man with a black cape? I've never seen that feller before. Okay. Up here is Priscilla's home. They even had like the long staircase, like the big L-shaped staircase in Rebirth as well. I thought that was cool. We can go down here. Hey, Mr. Dolphin!
I love your voice acting, man.
My name is Priscilla. Who are you guys? Are you members of Shenra Incorporated? No, stay calm. Wait, no, stay calm. That's how it is. That's it. That's how it is, alright, little girl? I don't believe you. Get out of here. Great. Uh-oh. Here we go. So I liked what they did with Rebirth. They kind of had to immediately just have her like, help, help, help. And then you run down there. It like, you know, it carries the momentum of the story. I like that rather than just kind of exploring some things. Be careful, Mr. Dolphin.
Do we get the dolphin minigame?
Oh, we got to, right? And like, listen.
I just hope it works better than the original. That is the one mini game in the original. Every other mini game, like, you know, you learn to master because God knows how many times we've well played. That one I still screw up all the time. It takes me.
It's that easy. You just don't move. You press your button twice, and then you get up to the top.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
That's it,
well, that shows you what a moron I am.
So right
stay where you
here,
are. Moves you once. Press it again. Gets you to the top.
I think it's right here.
Geez.
It might be a different scene. But in my breakdown trailer, when I was looking at every little detail, one of the things I noticed was that when you go up, when it looks up a little bit, hopefully it does it here soon, there's a platform up there that definitely looks like it is, you know, meant for Cloud to, you know, scale. Yeah, so like, here it goes up, and then maybe I can, there it is, perfect.
Dolphin. Mr. Dolphin!
Mr. Dolphin flings her up. Woo!
Do you think we're going to have, like, in any way be like, but I like dolphins or something like that? Yes.
So here's this platform right here that I want to point out to everybody. There's a platform, and Yuffie just got flung up by Mr. Dolphin about approximately the height that this little platform is. Now, if Cloud gets flung up there to land on this platform, then he can walk up here, and it looks like this platform is on a rail system to allow Cloud to bring it down to pick up the rest of the party, and then go back up to the top.
Nice.
Come on, baby. Come on!
One thing we haven't really talked about, is this where you meet Yuffie?
Yeah, this is where you meet Yuffie, right here. Yeah, I think this is going to be where you meet Yuffie. She gets flung up. You'll probably have to do some sort of mini game to revive her. Might not be CPR, but she's basically the new Priscilla in this situation, where she's the one that's in the dire need of help, as you're about to fight the Terror of the Deep, which I should have equipped lightning materia before fighting, but oh well.
What do you think the why will Yuffie join? Is it just going to be we all hate Shenra, let's have a party together? Or like, what do you? Because I feel like in Remake we can't be as silly as we were in OG about like, why are you here? Oh, because. What do you think what do you think the reasoning is going to be for Yuffie's joining?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's a mixture of what we know about it from Remake and what we know about it from OG. In OG, it's pretty much, I want your materia, I'm going to steal your materia.
Well, no, we know why her perspective, but like...
Oh, right, but from the party's perspective. Like, why you with us?
Right.
Why is... I mean, the same thing could be said with Red, though, right? He's got nothing against other than he just wants to get home. So I'm not sure.
Oh my god, I should have equipped some bolt or some sort of magic here. I don't think we can reach him up there. That sucks.
Yeah, I can see Tifa's a little bit of a liability in this fight. I'm loath to ever criticize.
So they actually brought the water cell back, which was cool, for the Rebirth fight.
Sweet.
I think you have to attack it, right? If I remember correctly. Maybe it's magic.
Magic, I think.
Yeah, magic.
I think it's magic. Pyramid is physical. The bubbles are magic based.
Yeah, and Rebirth, it's just hit it with an attack. I can't reach it. God dang it! And Quake ain't gonna do anything, is it?
No, Quake doesn't.
I forgot to put freaking lightning material.
You're at risk.
I know.
It was
What's
What in the world did you just punch Cloud for? What?
Did Tifa get Dolphin? Is it Dolphin Flurry?
Dolphin.
Dolphin Blight. Did she get that in remake?
Oh god, I'm gonna die because I didn't freaking equip the right material.
It's not going to look good for us as FF7 fans if on our stream we casually game over here.
This is what you do when you're freaking just talking about Final Fantasy.
Grenades are the most efficient DPS at a speed run.
Oh
you might
my
want to try that here. Badly things are going.
Jesus. Jesus.
I
I just wanted to talk about Final Fantasy. How do I go?
Okay, this is my fault. I was distracting you so you couldn't prep. That's
I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. Oh my god, I didn't save it! Ah!
No, we got this. We got this. Just play defensively, heal the
Hold
hell
on,
out
oh
of
my
yourself.
god, I didn't save it, it just got real. It just got real. Hold on a second, hold on.
Heal, Cloud, you got this, man.
Yeah, we're good.
You got this. Oh god.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to defeat it with fire, you know what I mean? Just gonna beat it with fire. Take some of that, you know. Forgot to save the game. Oh, this is not good.
The visual upgrades in this are great, but Tifa's poor dead body
is that
lying there.
How come I can't select her? Oh god, this mod though. Hold on. I don't know if I'm selecting Tifa right now. I don't know if I'm selecting Tifa.
You got this. Just keep healing.
Hey, here you go. We're gonna throw it. Da, da, da. Wait, don't laugh at me, chat. All right. I was talking.
Oh.
I was talking about Final Fantasy, man.
The warrior of hype and entertaining us, okay? You're not power leveling. You're with all random battles turned off. You're doing this to the fans. You're adding theatrical drama here, okay? It would be easy for you to power level this shit. Instead, you're getting us all on the edge of our seat so we can sit here and backseat game. And
do I have anything to throw at him?
Let's be real. If we all can sit here and say that at least one of our characters is not going to die while fighting this boss in Rebirth, then we're all lying.
Yeah, we got this.
Spot on.
We got this, dude. Come on. What are we gonna do? We gonna throw some? Did we throw bio on him? What is that? Drain some MP out of one opponent?
No bio.
Hopefully, it would poison him.
I mean, I don't know why I need to. Jesus. The only person that can attack is Aerith.
That's all you need.
That's okay, but I mean, you're good. All of your characters are healed up.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
We're gonna win. It's just gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while.
And you're gonna end up doing more damage to your own people than he will because of the stupid bubbles requiring magic to, you know. Glad you got that Quake materia. There's only one usable thing to do with the Quake materia in this. I think Kyle's not going to have good feelings toward Tifa at the end of this battle, given the number of times.
So, while we're fighting Bottomswell, I would like to
struggling to defeat Bottomswell.
Why we spend the rest of the stream fighting Bottomswell?
I think fighting's the wrong word. Losing to Bottomswell.
Oh, he's gone. We got this. We beat him with fire. We kill it with fire. That's all we do. We're gonna kill it with fire.
Is like...
All right, y'all.
Why is he flying anyway? He's a sea creature. Silly game. Silly game.
Well, I hope you guys have seen the Mac in a bridge version of this fight.
All right,
Honestly,
listen. After this, I need to spend a little bit of time in the menu. All right, this is bad.
That's fun.
Do you think
Actually,
she's?
I think your first person is saved, my friend.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, this just got serious. I don't got a save point. All right, this is bad. You don't think she's dead, do you? Then again, we played about technically maybe about 5 minutes of actual game. It wouldn't have been that bad.
It would not have.
Priscilla! Oh no, Priscilla! Priscilla! He's an old man. Nope, she's not breathing. Damn. Okay, help her. Young man, do CPR. Mouth to mouth? Yeah, see, this is where it gets... He's like, whoa.
It's awesome, but I'm getting more and more impressed with you.
Cloud, what are you gonna do? But she's just a girl. Cloud, hurry! See, they want him to, they want him to save her life. You know. What? You don't know how? Come on right over here and I'll show you how. She'll be fine for just a moment, let me tell you. I guess I gotta do it.
Why don't you do it?
Just take a deep breath, hold it in, and then breathe it right into her. Hurry up and do it. You got it. Press the... What is the switch button? Once you...
A start button.
I don't know what the switch button here on the PC is. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
oh, big breath. Oh, yeah, this is... And then get in there. Oh. Oh, little deep breath. That's good. That's good. Go ahead and breathe it right on in. Breathe it right on in. What did I do? What did I do? Press it again to stop the gauge. I've stopped it. What is... Look, listen. I'm stopping this freaking thing.
Come on, hurry up. She's been out without air for 10 minutes now.
And then...
I like Stetra's plan. Just defibber with Bolt 3.
I am hitting the button. You know what I mean? There you go. Thank you. You know what I mean?
We have 4 adults here. None of them can save this girl. They're all just standing here like, I got nothing. This is so hard. I'm officially voting that you don't get to be the white mage of our party.
She's losing brain cells right now.
Yes.
Just... There we go. There we see.
I'm labeling you the fighter, if in FF1 terms of our party in terms of, I like swords. Like, I think we can't trust you with healing, my friend.
There you go. That was. Why is he shaking his head like that wasn't good?
I think if you no. What the hell?
That's not it.
Shit. That's it.
Okay.
The inauguration.
She dead.
The ship left.
She dead, man. Let's just let it go. Let it go.
Yes.
Look, she got. Look at her. She got a little tear. She got a little tear in her eye. She's not feeling good. There you go. Look at that big breath. Get some of that. Hit there. Oh. We saved your life, boys. We saved your life. Whew. That was intense. That was an intense one.
I still don't want you as the white mage.
I mean, hey, look, I'll get the job done eventually.
Hey, it's because of people like you that Eris died, okay? We need good healers.
Oh, God. This is why I don't stream. It's too much pressure. Hey. Oh, hey, Priscilla.
Yeah, are you all... Well, too much pressure.
In the arms of an angel. Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm just reading chat there. All right. Hey, Priscilla, are you all right? Oh, my God. Look at him. Just lift him up. Whoa, just get out of the way, bro. Get these stairs real quick. All right, cool. So we saved her. Now, in Rebirth, we are going to probably do something with Yuffie. We probably resuscitate her right there. What are we going to do? We're going to get her back to the doctors. There is a doctor there was set up in Junon, that from what I remember. The doctor that is now in Coral, or no, he will set up a doctor's. He will set one up. So, anyways, there's gonna be like in the guy who's in Coral. What's his name? From the Rebirth trailers, who's helping out the
Coral or Mythril?
No, well, no, it's not Middeal. Remember in the trailer, the doctor who's helping out the
I know what you mean.
the clones.
It does look like Middeal. I know.
Yeah, it looks like Middeal, but it's
like
not.
Middeal.
It's definitely not. It's from
I'm
Coral.
sorry,
They've already revealed his name, and I just can't remember. He actually operated on Tifa after her big slash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got the book right here. What is it?
Yeah, so he actually ends up setting up shop in Junon at one point. Now, is there going to be a doctor's place that we can take Yuffie? That's a good question to ask, you know?
I think so. That gives you a nice little introduction to her, and that's where she decides to come along with you, I suppose.
Yeah, and so Yuffie needs to rest for a while or something like that instead of Priscilla.
Yeah.
And then I think you just go back to the inn, right? Or, if I remember correctly. Hey, come on in for a while.
Do we get
Or the
we get Shiva's summon materia, don't we, in OG?
I heard
We've already got that, so
yeah. So and we already got Leviathan. We got that's supposed to be Wu Tai. We got just things like that happen. And Chocomog, we already got that, so that's probably not going to be the warp dance. Ed Sheeran, yeah, definitely Ed Sheeran. Thank you so much for that, Cetra.
that's the summon we're gonna get, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, hey, listen.
I
may be a little flabbergasted. I may be a little flustered. All right, but I ain't gonna fall for no Ed Sheeran. Okay, Cetra. All right, Cetra, you ain't getting me with that.
I'm liking the idea. I mean, why not? I mean, materia after the Chocobo Ranch that the Chocobos give to us, I'm fine with an Ed Sheeran materia. I'm not.
So
I think it'd be hilarious.
So for this part here, you all must be tired. If you want to get some rest, stay here. What's going to happen is that Cloud is going to question himself about the story he told in Calm. Make yourselves at home. Get some rest. Yes. Let's rest. All right, so he's going to question himself, and then the voice is going to say, "Why don't you ask Tifa?" Right?
Yeah, of course you.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, I think, the moment where in the trailers where Cloud's going to talk to Tifa and say something along the lines of that trailer where he's like, there are times when I know things that I shouldn't know.
Right.
And like things like that. I think this is the moment where he's going to be opening up to Tifa and confiding in her in that way. So that reminds me. You again? Who are you? You'll find out soon enough, all right? Probably like Disc 3. Disc 2. Into Disc 2. But more importantly, 5 years ago.
I wish that was
See, I really remember this scene standing out to me in the original because I think this is the second time this kind of thing happens. The first time is if you fall through the church and you're talking to yourself.
Well, unless you count the opening bombing mission where like you have that brief line of "Watch out! This isn't just a reactor."
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, but it's not always clear who's talking when, so I don't know how you want to count.
No, but that's the point. I think when I first played this game, I was only like 7, 8 years old. So I was like, what? That first time it comes up is you falling through the church. I just assumed that was Aerith and Cloud talking as he was kind of like coming to.
Okay.
I never read it as him talking to himself as such. But this part, this is where I was like, oh, okay. Who's he actually talking to right now? Who knows this stuff? Why, and I think this would be a great point to flesh out that kind of uncertainty of Cloud and who is Tifa. This is a really good point of having that Sephiroth kind of, I killed her, so who is she?
I like what. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
No, after you, sir.
No, I was gonna say I like what Near the Veil is saying here. Do you think this scene, we'll get a moment where we switch over to Zack. So, like, during these scenes where, you know, we got these voices in the head and stuff like that, it would make sense to kind of get Zack in a way. Like, so you get, like, a moment, like, we don't know where that's going to fit in, right? We don't know where the Zack mission is going to fit in. Is this a good time for it? Probably a good time for it when the party's resting, and then you can kind of hop on over to see what's going on with Zack and his side of things. Actually, near the veil, I kind of would say that this would be a good moment to see what's up with Zack. I think this would be good.
I feel like the essential tension that why some people prefer the original to such a degree that they have rancor for remake is honestly this sort of scene. That I love the writing of the original, that you have moments like this where stuff is not explained, it's just enough to pique the mystery without revealing anything, whereas remake has gone a different way for different reasons. Just like, no, we're going to be really explicit, hit you over the head with guys in black cloaks, guys in black cloaks, guys in black cloaks. They're just like it's almost as if, you know, they said, like, geez, the original, you know, people wouldn't be smart enough to put all the pieces together. Let's put the pieces together for them.
Yeah.
I could see them taking this scene and being, like, super on the nose with it, which is, I feel like, kind of the writing style for remake more. My preference is that they would have it be just like this, where a lot is unsaid and just you let the mystery develop.
And then you have Cetra actually in chat saying, I think this is the point where Sephiroth is talking to him and says, you know I killed her, so who is she? You know what I mean? So if this is the moment, I mean, like, Cetra, I like that as well, because that would be, instead of the voices in his head, like, you know, like, that is just kind of like helping him out. This is more the voice. Now Sephiroth has kind of taken over, right? Sephiroth is kind of taking over these voices in Cloud's head, where now he's going to be like really driving a wedge in between like Cloud and Tifa, and just be like, so who is she? And even like he, in one of the trailers, I can't remember which one, I think it was the Summer Game Fest one, where Sephiroth was explaining what Jenova is capable of, like able to take control of those you love, or something, like things that you love, and blah blah blah. So it's kind of like now he's planting the seed, like, wait a second, she did die. Like, I saw her get slashed. I saw her fall down like some stairs and stuff. I don't wait a second. So now he's gonna wake up and maybe go talk to Tifa, and Tifa goes, what are you saying, that I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Frickin' let's go. Come on. Putting the pieces together right now. So that could be the case. So instead of Tifa saying, like, what we'll see at the end of this, where Tifa's like, huh, I don't know, let's go, there's a parade going on, and then just like shrugging it off, now it's going to be like, whoa, wait a second.
In Rebirth, you're not going to get away with just having a black screen with a voiceover, I don't think. I would love to see kind of, you know how when Cloud has his moments of everything kind of like, flashes green, and he has the kind of like vision of, you know, something with his head hurt. I would really like to see just little brief snippets of the Nibelheim incident. But you never see his face. Like, you never see Cloud's face in any of these flashbacks. You know, you might see like the back of a Buster sub, but no one's here, and even he's starting to doubt it. He's like, you saw her, right? You were there, so why didn't you talk to her? But it cuts from him looking at her face on to maybe looking at her from the side, because he was actually stood at the side. You know, like,
this is where you start driving that, like, really throwing Cloud off. Like, so in that trailer, the Destined for Rebirth trailer, the previous one, I had pointed out, I was like, well, wait a second, this looks like it's being told from two separate angles, right? Because you had Cloud crawling on the floor, which is where he's supposed to be, like crawling on the floor and going, Sephiroth, and like looking up at him. And then you had literally the next, who said that? Like, that one, I felt like I heard Sephiroth. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, where do they? Sephiroth is here? You got Sephiroth walking through the fire, but Cloud is on the floor, right? But then, like, almost immediately in the next scene of that trailer, Cloud is standing up, looking at him, walking through the fire, and it's just like, well, that didn't make any sense. So if
I said, did you just run out? Did you just run out the Shinra mansion, or have you been lying on the floor in the plane? Like, which one is it? Cloud? Get your mind off.
Exactly. So maybe during this moment when he's questioning Nibelheim, if they're going to go off of what you're saying, of like bring instead of black screen, you bring in. I think it was in remake when they actually made the screen go completely white, and then they made the screen go completely black, but Cloud is just kind of sitting there, and then like
yeah, he's lying down, and you see I think you see some feet walking past him or something.
Exactly, and I think that's what they'll probably do. And just like in remake, when it starts off like this, where it's the voice inside the head. Hey, when you went to Mount Nebel, Tifa was your guide. It's just the feet kind of walking behind him.
Yeah,
Tifa was your guide, right? And then and you go into surprised me. He's sitting on the ground. Like just in that big white room. But where was where was Tifa other than that? Maybe it stops. Maybe then the screen goes black, and then and you have Sephiroth, just like in remake, where Sephiroth kind of intrudes, and he's like, "I'm your everything, Cloud." But now he's just like, you know that I killed her. Like just kind of get into his head. Like, well, what about Tifa? Like, what is up with that? And now he's questioning it. Like, I don't know. And there's a great chance for you two to see each other again. You're right. Why couldn't you see each other alone, though? I don't know. I can't remember clearly. Why don't you try asking Tifa? Try asking Tifa, Cloud. It's fun to do that voice. It probably sounds nothing like it, but I like it. I like it.
I hear it.
You hear it? It tickle the eardrum.
I like anything which would in any way bring you back to doing Pug Universe Cloud again, because I'm still. Yes.
Hey, I got a comment from somebody today. Somebody was like, how like YouTube gives you the preview of the comment, and it was like, the moment when you had the mind headaches as Cloud and the music started playing, and I had to click into it to see what the video said or what the comment said, and I was fully expecting it to say was super cringe. Don't ever do that again. Which I got plenty of those comments.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I was clicking, and then it was hilarious. Made me genuinely laugh out loud, and I was like, "Thank you very much, bro. Thank you so much." All right, then get up. You know what I mean? Just get up. Hey, wake up, Cloud. And this is the song that I cannot wait to hear in Rebirth.
Oh,
yeah. Tifa.
Inauguration.
When Sephiroth and I went to Nibelheim, where were you? We saw each other, right? The other time. No, it was 5 years ago. I don't remember that far ago. That's crazy. That's crazy talk, dude. 5 years is a long time. But something seems to be strange outside, so you can come quick, though. So, like, it's a very quick, like, shrug it off, I don't want to talk about it right now type thing, because I can tell that Cloud is not ready for it. Like, that's the reason why Tifa didn't want to talk to him. Cloud's not ready to know about all this stuff yet. She's still trying to piece it together herself. And then, like, so she's just kind of like, let's just, something's going on outside. And then she's out of the way. But in Rebirth, if they really do have a heart-to-heart, and that is when she's like, it's okay, Cloud. It's my turn to save you. You saved me type thing. Now it's my turn. And, like, really go into Cloud just having a hard time. Which I think that like I said in the previous episode of the series, when I was talking about how I think that the flashback is going to just go off the rails near the end of it. And just Cloud is just going to look even, like, worse as a narrator of this story, and everybody's just going to be looking at him strangely. We're going to have more facial expressions, body language from the new modern graphics and stuff like that, where you can tell that everybody's like, dude, what was that story? So now I think we're going to get more to that. And also, one of the questions that I was asked in the Discord was like, do you think that they're going, what is Rebirth going to do? What questions are they going to answer, or something like that? Are they going to answer Rebirth or Sephiroth's endgame? And I said, I think Rebirth is going to answer the questions, what is fact and what is fiction? Like, I think we're going to get those answers for that Nibelheim flashback in Rebirth. Like, I don't think that's a mystery anymore. They want to get that out of the way. And I think that's just going to be Cloud struggling to figure out what the heck is going on. All right, so now there's something going on outside. Excuse me, old lady.
So I've always felt like there's two ways to interpret Tifa in terms of, is she A, herself equally confused, therefore that's why she doesn't correct Cloud, or B, is she think, I know he's messed up, I'm not going to contradict him because that's not what he needs right now. He needs to heal because etc. I feel like both of those are valid interpretations. And I guess I'd be curious which way you guys think Remake will imply that it'll go. Is it own genuine confusion because, I mean, she went through hell in her own way that I could understand? Or is it more the paternalistic, I'm not doing this because I can tell he's sick and he's not ready and he needs help?
I think it's probably going to be, probably both. But I think it's going to be more caring. Like, I think she's going to, I think she's going to try to help him with what he's going through, and like we've seen like in the trailer of her saying that kind of stuff anyway. But yeah, I think this is the moment though when that all goes down. Like I think this is a great moment for that. Right before boarding, and like you just told the calm flashback and everything. So I want to catch up with chat real quick. Let me see. Makes me wonder. Sephiroth talking about killing Cloud's mom in Remake is just messing with Cloud. He probably didn't even specifically go after her. I think I would like for the Nibelheim flashback to get a little more explicit with it. Honestly, I would like to see some like really just horrible things. I would like to see that like I want to see the town on fire. I want to see the new people that we just met, like the what's that guy's name that they did? Xander's going to be in there. We know that he gets slashed down. We got I want to meet these people. I want to show me Brian Lockhart, right? Show me Claudia Strife getting burned out of her home. Show me these things. I want to see it. I'm sorry.
Because you love this
you for one of those Shinra Incorporated. That's all right. I'll give you something special. It's an amulet. She's gonna call it an amulet. An omelet. It's an omelet. Take good care of it, okay? Receive the Shiva materia. So we've already got Shiva. What's that music? It sure sounds lovely. Lively.
Oh, you're so much better than John Eric Clinton.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, God, no. Wait, whoa. Whoa. You out your damn mind. I heard that.
Sorry.
I put a little...
like a Southern Belle.
I heard they were rehearsing the reception for the Shinra president. Rufus, I gotta pay my respects. I like that one. I like what Barrett says also in Rebirth when he's like, you can't take it with you. I was like, that's a good one. I like that because they were just talking about the bounty. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I didn't like when he said that's their friggin' MO. I didn't like that. It's like, come on, man. Let them cuss. All right. Grandpa and Grandma told me this beach was beautiful when they were small. But after Shinra built that city above, the sun stopped shining here, and the water got polluted. I was raised on that story and hate Shinra so much I could die. You think Rufus is thinking about crossing the ocean from here too? What? Does that mean Sephiroth already crossed the ocean? Cloud, didn't you finish Rufus off? We gotta get to the town up there. Maybe we could climb that tower. No. There's a high voltage current running underneath the tower. Don't wander near it. It's dangerous. There is high voltage signs on the Rebirth towers as well. So they kept that in there, which is cool.
I just don't know why they don't fight the one guard at the elevator at the bottom and just take the
It would draw too much attention.
A giant sea creature. For this one Shinra guy.
Everybody just rise up in revolution down here, man.
He's got a panic button. Okay, there should be a panic button nearby, and that's the lore why he maintains hold of the ground.
But you might be able to use, if Mr. Dolphin helps you follow me.
Cool.
You are going to voice act Mr. Dolphin, right?
Yes. I got you. I got you, fan. Don't worry about it. I got you. High voltage tower? I guess this means Cloud will have to do it. Girl, what you talking about? You trying to put me in danger? Yeah. Better leave it to Cloud. Pfft. We're counting on you, Cloud. Hey. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, wait a second is right, Cloud.
Electrical engineering, this makes sense.
I feel like, oh, but you know what? Long range would have been nice. Would have been nice against the bottoms, well, wouldn't it have? Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Let's put Shiva on Cloud. Let's get some Bolt. I got an all that I'm not using. Let's go ahead and use it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I can't wait for that, man. It's gonna be so good, like with a full orchestra behind it. Oh, it's gonna sound so big. Can't wait. What's chat saying? What we got over here? Keep me updated with chat. Let me know if there, highlight anybody. Sephiroth. Nice, near the veil. Near the veil. Are you you watching, man? You're keeping up with this. I like that. The Sephiroth is a last episode thing.
The problem is when you guys were all talking about Sephiroth last week, that also kicked my mind into Machina Bridge as I'm thinking of when Tifa, oh, Sephiroth, your sword is so big.
Oh, Sephiroth.
So
Wait a minute.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, here comes Mr. Dolphin.
come on, man. Oh, yeah,
You like that? Thank you. Come on, man. I got you.
I'm impressed. That would have been like meow. I don't know.
No, I'm the meow. Yo, I'm a dolphin.
Exactly. I wouldn't have been that good. Like
they call me Mr. Dolphin. Now ain't that something? I ain't never seen no dolphin jump like that.
Pretty cool, huh? When I blow this whistle, Mr. Dolphin jumps for me. Here, this is for you, Cloud.
A gift?
What
am I supposed to do with it?
To come back and give you Barrett voice acting lessons.
Just go into the water, blow this whistle, and Mr. Dolphin will jump to the top of the pole. All right, now I pointed this out in the Rebirth trailer or the Rebirth gameplay, that looked like there was a platform that Mr. Dolphin could bring you up to, so that it seems like that this is going to be intact here. And we also saw a little foreshadowing there where Mr. Dolphin flung Yuffie up into the air. So it's kind of like, dude, it's happening. We're going to get a Mr. Dolphin flip. Nice. See that rod sticking out of the top? If you jump just right, and I mean just right, you can climb to the top of the tower. Good luck, Cloud. If you make it, we'll follow you. Whoa, I'll hold on that PHS for you. It'll break if it gets wet. You want to jump with Mr. Dolphin? Sure.
This moment is just reminding me of how horrible it is in the original, in this game, so to speak, that I want to do all the Fort Condor Manor games. You have to, like, leave right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's X.
With Cloud, no party, to go all the way to Fort Condor to do one of the mini games.
I forgot how this works.
Surprise.
Let me see. That's too far. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, God, I was so close. Come here. Oh. Come on, man. That was super close. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm
absolutely
Am I too far away? Whoa. I can't remember how this goes. Let's go, baby. Come on. This ain't no CPR minigame. You talk about the warrior of hype. Huh?
Didn't you say there was a trick a moment ago, Jag?
There is a trick. You just have to press the button twice. You don't move at all when you get into the water very first time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I don't do tricks. I'm the warrior of hype, dude. You thought this minigame was gonna get me? I let that girl die on the beach. That was my choice. I wanted her to know what suffering was, so that way she can grow up to be stronger. That's why I didn't do the CPR minigame.
Okay, that's some Sephiroth level reasoning you just gave right there. I want you to suffer to grow to be stronger.
That's what that. Oh yeah.
Concerned about following this warrior fight at this point. It is the new threat mod, Cetra, who has that.
So beautiful, man. Look at this. So, it is directly underneath of the Highwind platform, it seems like, in Rebirth. So, when you take that platform up, which I'm assuming that's what's going to happen, rather than climbing like a ladder and climbing the poles, I think you're going to take that thing, go down, pick up the rest of the party, come back up. Or, I mean, that might not actually happen, because what's the rest of the party going to do when you get up there?
How's Red going to climb a ladder?
Well, the thing would be like, is if the platform comes down, like if Cloud gets up there by flipping up with Mr. Dolphin, get into the and then lower the platform for for everybody to jump in, Mr. Red 13, and then they come back up. But once you're up here, I guess the party will have to like split up.
I mean, I don't even care if they
because
don't
Cloud, we
explain
know
it.
Cloud ends up doing, he's in charge of the parade, and I'm pretty positive that Roach is going to be in cahoots, like to help him. I think Roach is going to be the one that helps him through this, like help the party get on the ship. The Shinra 8 is what it's called now. I love this widescreen, man. God, it's so good.
All I know is I am so excited for the awkward, vaguely sexual tension of Roche being in close quarters with Cloud saying, "Oh, looks like you need to get dressed for your parade march now." Like, I'm all in on Roche being as
No, I think I want to see the guy from the dress man from War Market, and I want to see him come up, and he's the one who's going to have to give you a new costume.
And then also to like kind of highlight what Cetra's saying, maybe we'll get the canonical version of Aerith standing by the Highwind now, because if she gets to come up here, she will be able to look up at the Highwind. So that's pretty cool. I like that as well. And like once you get up there, I bet you if you run into Roach, then he'll probably direct the party on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do now. He'll probably direct the party on what to do. Like all right, Cloud, you come with me, and then we'll the other party can do something else. Maybe that's when they go in disguises, because like, I mean, do they get the sailor outfits on then to get onto the ship? We gotta see them in the sailor suit, and then once they're
everyone gets costumes and they're all in the parade.
Hey, and then so they all dress up as sailors and all this other stuff to get onto the ship. And once you're on the ship, you don't need to wear it anymore. And then they take it off, because we've seen them walking around the ship without the costumes, and that was kind of like wait a second, we gotta see Barrett looking like a marshmallow.
And you've got to see Red with his tail poking out.
And I'm excited for Advent
This is Roach
release, just because I'm gonna be dressed as Cloud. A black friend of mine is going to be wearing the marshmallow suit to be Sailor Barrett.
Oh,
and
please!
We're so excited for this. So.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes.
Can't wait. Take
hardcore.
pictures. I think this is Roach. So this guy is going to be replaced with Roach. Like, so you dress like that, come here. So he's going to be the guy that's helping. Hey, rookie, I didn't mean to do it. Look, man, okay. Get in this room. Except for he's not going to be so mean. Roach is going to be more all about this stuff.
Oh, here's a thought for you both. Do we get to go to the underwater reactor in Rebirth here?
I think that not in Rebirth.
No.
No. Probably no. Because that's when you're on the hunt for the huge materia, right?
Sure, I just didn't know if
Yeah.
there'd be some mini dungeon maybe that's still blocked off to the main thing for part 3, but
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thought because, like, they even do mention in the, like, official description of Junon, like, they say there's an offshore underwater reactor that's causing pollution in the waters and stuff like that. So they mention it specifically, but yeah, I would say part 3, save it for then. Today's the big day when we welcome President Rufus. Hurry up and change. And so that's what, if that's Roach though, he's like, today's the big day when we send this over to Austin.
Why, hello!
Why, hello there!
Yes.
Today's the big day when we push it past the red line.
Yes.
It's the Shinra.
Oh, but if I only could remember his name! Sorry.
Yeah.
Everything about Roche is beautiful.
Have you seen my friend?
Yes, I love it.
It's the Shinra uniform. Go ahead and change into it, man. Brings back memories. Quit yapping and hurry up. A Shinra uniform. I was so proud when I first put it on. Oh. I wonder when it was. I couldn't stand wearing this thing anymore. Wow! You look good in it! You remember you remember the greeting procedure, right? The look on your face says you forgot. All right, I'll show you. Do just like I do. Commander, we'll help too. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. We'll sing it too. We'll sing too, apparently. Yeah, see, look, see, they said we'll sing too. All right, show them. Who? Now march. I wonder if it will get a little practice session in Rebirth as well, you know?
But here's the thing. I love the Roche idea, but I want to these losers so that we can take them captive in the submarine later in the game.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
It's a really juvenile request.
It's a
Fighters,
juvenile,
but I love their enthusiasm for, I want to do the special pose!
that's the point. If you're leading the parade, does that mean you're giving the commands for when Rufus and Heidegger are there? Or are you taking part in the left turn, right turn?
They'll blame you for how bad the march is, I guess. But, well, I mean, I guess you have the march, and then you have the one where you're... Yeah.
Exactly, but if you're leading the parade, why would you be taking part in the kind of like demonstration for Rufus? Wouldn't you be also... Because in OG, the guy in the red here, the captain, he's the one who gives the orders when you're doing like left turn,
That's
right
true.
turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if you do that this time, or if you still take part. I don't know.
True. I'm sure they'll like kind of readjust that for sure, and like it might be like a special like when you're trying to sneak on the cargo ship, like you run into them, and then like it's kind of like, you got to perform, you got to like, maybe.
I wonder if it's like the dance game, and you have to press buttons at the right time as they come across the screen as you're shouting orders.
Yeah, could be. I mean, I'm really excited to see how this minigame works.
Yeah.
Headcanon, Cloud becomes obsessed with motorcycles as he is because Roach had a bad influence on him near the Veil. Let's see. Part 3 is actually called Final Fantasy VII Reloaded, and it's just a remaster of Dirge of Cerberus. Reloaded. The Matrix. Yeah, The Matrix Reloaded. All right, here we go. Quietly.
Genova Reloaded.
Ah! Now. Oh, it's a song. The Shinra. We are the Shinra Company.
Okay. We need these guys. You know what? I love Roche, but we need these losers. We need them.
Has anybody tried to make this song make sense? Shinra Incorporated, or is it Inc?
No, they just said Inc. They don't say Incorporated.
Yeah. Shinra. Shinra. Building the new era. Shinra forever. I want to see the rest of the lyrics, though. Once you're all in step, shoulder your gun. Alright. Make sure you do well.
I suck at this part.
Yeah.
I can never get in line.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be bad. Preparation completed. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, showtime. How come I didn't get to practice, though? I thought I got like a chance to practice, though. I do not remember that correctly.
No, you do, but it's after the parade. You do the parade, and then you come back to the room.
Okay.
Then you do the practice, and then you go to the...
For this part, all I gotta do is just get in line.
This game, we know that level of minutia.
Let the welcome parade begin. Dun, dun, dun. I love this in widescreen. This is so cool, man.
I just can't wait to see this, like, you know, fully fleshed out in Rebirth with the massive crowds and...
I can't wait to see this area fleshed out in Part 3 in terms of when Sapphire attacks. Just like... That is honestly one of my favorite cutscenes in just in the original is just that. So I can only imagine what that would look like in...
This is the first time saving it this entire session.
Overloaded, we're gonna go with it.
It's the first time saving it. Just put 2 hours worth of gameplay in here and it just now saved it. Oh god. Oh wait, I should probably look around. Dang it. We'll come back. Oh god, this looks so good in the free. That's the scene I needed right there. I needed that shot. I'll come back for it. For my thumbnail. Pretty sure that's the scene I needed. I'm trying to match, I mean, if you noticed in the thumbnails, which I'm pretty proud of, I think they look fantastic. I've taken, like, the new key art and then, like...
And then merged it
with some old ones. Or with the, yeah, with the old one. It's pretty cool. Oh no, no one's here. Late? Hey, Rookie, it's your fault for running around like that. Captain, we'll take the shortcut. Right, good idea. Get over here! Get over here! Over here! Oh, I thought I was the other guy. I'm here. Alright, you first. Alright, get on my way then. We'll go around.
You're gonna do all the shops or no?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I got my... Yeah, alright. Just sneak into the back row, or back line. If you look bad, the whole... Okay, jump when I give you the sign. Just sneak in from the back. Don't mess up the row. And no matter what you do, don't go in from the front. Alright, start marching.
One of the many reasons I could never do a speed run would be having to get this right, to get just the right percentage, to get the optimal item or something.
No, I don't want to go yet. Don't tell me to charge. Ah! Alright, so... I mean, dude, like, come on!
The highest rating one, I'm just saying I think that's the best prize you could really get from this. Do you remember, Jay?
Yeah, you are.
I know what to do. I know what to do. You have to go back a little bit, come back in. Am I supposed to be pressing buttons? Yes. Okay. You're supposed to go back a little bit, and there's a threshold where they cannot march to, and then you have to go that, like, so you kind of have to go back, get around before they hit that threshold where they tell you to come back in. Super easy. Super duper easy. Let's,
March doesn't give you much at all.
Hey, Daniel, make sure you edit that out. edit that part, and then like keep the last part where you said it was super easy, and then you explain exactly how to do it. Like you literally explained how to do it, so they know that you're smart. And then so I got it. Thank you. All right, Daniel's gonna take care of that in the editing. Make sure nobody says that. Yeah, easy peasy. Thank you, Cetra. And that's the part of chat that we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep that part where Cetra says easy peasy because I just nailed it. Oh wait, who's talking? Oh, President Rufus. Hey, line up and shut up. Don't make a move. Am I supposed to be pressing buttons? All right. How's the job? What happened to the airship? How is he talking? He's hey, here we go. I'm call upon Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
What?
I call upon you. What's Heidegger?
To do what?
The Heidegger. Do Heidegger, man.
Do Heidegger. You know I can't see this live, right? I'm like 5 seconds behind.
Are you not watching the stream? Why are you guys not watching the stream?
There's a time lag.
Discord. You guys let this go on for this long, for almost.
It was just, you seemed so in the zone. You were so hyped. I just didn't want to distract you with more technical issues.
Oh my god!
We know we have the dialogue of this game in our heads. We've played this enough times. It wasn't that big a deal.
You guys were not even chat. They were not even watch. They had to watch through the Twitch stream. Oh my god! There you go. Now click on the Discord thing, and now you can watch along.
Okay, good. We're live.
All right, you're gonna lose someone in the YouTube for chat, just so you know.
Who are we losing?
Me.
No,
because in order to watch this, I just have the time delay. So I'll be like, all right, I'll try to keep track of the chat, but the chat's like 5 minutes behind whatever we are. But I'll do the best I can. I didn't want to rock the boat, man. I was late to the party. I don't get to call.
This has been the most like just completely disastrous stream I've ever put on, dude.
It is not disastrous. It's a testament that Jay and I just have all the dialogue of this game memorized. That we're like, oh yeah, and then the next line's gonna be this. No big deal. Whatever. We
don't need it. We don't need it. So it's all up here.
Straight.
I guess I'm gonna keep it.
This is
but like, I'm thinking back on it, like
drag us down. Your failure is a white mage, okay?
I'm thinking...
Jay and I have excellence that we're like, yeah, we already know this. We don't even need to see it, okay? So we're freaking awesome.
They're freaking awesome right now, all right? I'm thinking back on this stream, thinking, okay, I started it off bad, like I didn't have anything prepared, and then I started... I had to quit because like we get to the Mythril mines and I'm like, oh hey, look, that means you didn't go to do the calm flashback. Let me start over, and then we get to another part. Oh my god, I was freaking let the little girl suffer. Oh, I didn't bring in a bolt or lightning material. I definitely did not screw up the march though. Definitely did not.
No, that would
definitely.
It's a record of this.
Yeah,
you got that first.
Nailed it. So anyways, now that you guys can see, go ahead and give me Heidegger.
Oh, okay.
He's ready.
Long-range airship is still being prepared.
Yes! That was good!
Yeah, I'm impressed.
It almost had a little Yoda in there for a second.
Airship is being prepared.
Where the airship is.
Prepared?
Prepared?
I'm just going to say Heidegger is Yoda from this point on.
Yeah. Why not? Go for it. Who cares?
3 more days. Incredible. Yeah. It should be ready in about 3 more days. Yeah.
I love it. Good laugh. Good laugh. Even the Air Force's Gelnica?
Yeah.
Why is he laughing here?
Stop that stupid horse laugh. Things are different than when Father was in charge.
Father.
Dude, Rufus sounds like Anakin though, for real. like he would be Anakin for sure.
He actually would.
Is the ship ready?
Sand dialogue in the game.
What's that?
Is the ship ready, Heidegger?
Oh, yes, sir. We'll get it ready quickly.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I gave up a career in voice acting.
So-
Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, he did. Oh, they all had to do the gah laugh. Please keep that in Rebirth. Oh my god. Oh god, dude. Hey, dude. Please let me do bad in the parade in Rebirth so I can get punched by Heidegger a couple times.
Oh, hell yes. Or the way, like, Heidegger, like, absolutely starts beating up random people in a few minutes once we get to Costa del Sol.
Oh, man. I'm excited to kind of see what Heidegger does in this situation, right? Because we will see more Heidegger. We're going to see more Heidegger here in Junon. We're going to see him on the cargo ship, or the Shinra 8. What a disaster. It wasn't a complete disaster, dude. I got into line. I got in line. Heidegger was really irritated. The man in the black cape's been roaming the city, but we can't find him. Man in the black cape? He showed up 2 or 3 days ago and killed a few of our soldiers. Damn. He disappeared right after that. There's a rumor going around that it was Sephiroth. Attention!
I got you.
Dismissed! Attention! Hey! Hey, you! Where's my roach? Where's my roach, Dr. Robert Mold?
Oh. So I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Hey,
give me a
get
second.
in the zone.
Here,
It's
like-
okay, man. Get in the zone. Yeah, get in the zone.
Oh, but if I only could know his name. Okay. Hey, you! Are you messing with the army? This is terrible. Sorry.
Oh, if I only knew his name! He got into character.
I had to. It's friggin' Roach.
I
Okay,
feel-
he's awesome.
Back in Remake, when they were recording it, I feel like that's what Austin Lee Matthews had to do. He had to get into character. If only I knew his name.
Yes. He's like a horrible. He's like a William Shatner. doing
Get in the zone.
Oh, it's like
AutoZone.
And like he literally like holds out like his hand like Yorick's skull from Hamlet, for God's sakes.
This is the military
The
soldier.
military
Oh yeah.
soldier. Your orders for today are to send off President Rufus at the dock. I'll keep drilling you until it's time.
My God, dude.
Excellent delivery. Oh my!
Wow. Wow. I sure hope I get it quickly. I'll help, sir. Me too, sir.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
like to walk.
Line up in order and show me your final pose. Today's command is formation. Remember it. Ready? Junon military send-off begin. Left, right. Oh, wait, I got the freaking speed up on. Okay. Left, right, turn, press OK, cancel, menu, or switch. Do I have any control here? All right, now
No.
you try it. Wait, that's not okay. Menu. Got it. I know what that one is.
It's okay. This is your first time.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the way to Junon and you just learning the buttons.
Yes.
Nope, not yet, bro. Let me try that again.
This explains the Bottomswell fight so much
How
right
come
now.
he's doing it so fast? Menu. So it's A, Y, X, A, Y, X, B. Got it. Left turn, right turn. Oh, wait. I forgot to do the right turn. I got this. It's A, Y, X, B, left turn, right turn. Let's do it one more time. A. Y. I did it before they did, man. Come on. X. Let's
E.
go. I hear the whistle and I go. You know, you guys are slow. There we go. Left turn. Hell yeah. We got this, boys. We got this, boys. A, Y, X, B, left turn, right turn.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey, Macarena! What's the special pose? All right, rookie. I'll let you decide. So this is going to be pretty fun when you get to Rebirth. Now, if this is Roach helping us out, This is the moment, bro, we were talking about, like, how's it going to go down when you get to the cargo ship or the Shinra 8? Do you get to this minigame as well as the marching minigame? What do you think? What do you think, chat? I like how Cetra's saying, yeah, that's definitely Roach. Okay, cool. So, Near the Veil actually brings up something very interesting. Says, I wonder if this conversation will still happen. It will be in reference to the new guy in the black cape, who I'm pretty sure is Glenn.
Oh.
All right. So we've seen a guy in a black cloak, right? We've seen him during one of the trailers, and he kind of walks away. That's really interesting because, yeah, man, I'm so happy you brought that up, Near the Veil. I almost forgot. I mean, he's in Junon, so that's a really important thing. What and who, or what's he doing? Who is this guy? That's very important stuff to try to figure out. If he's the new guy in the black cape that they're, figuring out here.
I like that.
What's up?
I like that. I think that's
Yeah, I like that.
a good way. I think it's a good misdirection. You just assume it's Sephiroth, and then oh wait, no, it's not.
Yeah. God, it's gonna be. If it's Glenn, I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to do with Glenn. I do agree, Near the Veil. Like, I do agree that it sure does look like Glenn. Like, it really does. I did like a side-by-side comparison of like the trailer for Ever Crisis and then putting it right next to the character, and it's like, dude, that is very, very similar.
It's hard for me to rationalize why Glenn would be there. Like, the big event that's going on is Shinra, Rufus. Presumably, not very few to anyone would know about Sephiroth even reappearing, right? Like, that just happened. Pretty much the only people who know that are going to be like Hojo and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I think that's a true aspect of why is it that Glenn would even be here?
Why is Glenn there? What's he doing? I also kind of thought of I kind of wrestled with the thought of, like, maybe Angeal. Like, we know Angeal is going to be around, but it didn't look like Angeal. It didn't look like his beard or anything like that. It definitely looks like Glenn, in my opinion. It's like trying to, like, flip it around or anything, but it definitely looks like a Glenn. I
was also Genesis, but
you like the Genesis grew a beard and he's trying to win over some fans. He's like, listen, guys, look, I got a beard. I look cool now. Look at my.
it's just a hair color. Like, I feel like it's got that.
My bad lines if I have a beard.
All right, rookie. I'll let you decide. Show me your best move. Let me show you my best move. Watch this 60 frames per second where you can actually see the. Whoop whoop whoop. Yeah. Rather than like the clockwork. All right. We'll go with that as our special. Practice it. Yes, sir. Well then, meet at the dock. What's my button to do the special?
Anything.
Okay. Here we go.
There he is.
Yep. So we got Rude walking in. Oh shoot.
Going to a seedy club.
I turned up the freaking 2x speed all the way up to like 7 there. Alright. There's Palmer. Right?
Yep.
Oh.
No?
That's
Wait,
not
him.
the shop owner.
Yeah, that's not him. Yeah, my bad.
He's not talking about tea.
Yeah. I was starting to get worried. Our sales are pretty bad today. Yeah, I'll buy that revive material real quick, dude.
Get sealed, one of the worst material in the game.
There's a Final Fantasy X save point. No, I'm just kidding. Like over here on the right, it kind of does look like
same world.
We're dropping that deep history here, like those Easter eggs right now. No, we're gonna go into some of these shops, I guess. Let's go ahead and check them out.
That's one of the Gold Saucer side games, Blitzball.
Yeah. Oh my God, wouldn't that be something?
Oh yes, I'd love to dodge lightning for a bit.
Oh God. I like to buy a little bit of these. All right, so now we're gonna go check out this one. So these are just like some shops we should pay attention to, because I feel like Rebirth is absolutely going to kind of, you know, like I bet you walk into a building and you see some stairs that lead up, right? And then like a third floor, you know.
I think it's going to be a little bit like, I think it's 15. There's a kind of like coastal town that feels quite narrow but long.
Yeah.
And there's loads to do there. And I feel like this is going to have a lot of similarities with that. It's not going to be massive. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be like, you know, a huge city, but I think in some scenes it's going to be smaller than the under Junon and even Calm. I think it's just going to be a very narrow but long, fleshed out kind of map.
Yeah, like a strip of buildings that you can go into, but they're you know, like,
maybe a few offshoot alleyways, you know, but
yeah. And then like you know, pay attention to this room. It looks like you go walk in. You got some cats here. You go upstairs.
Got the 135th soldier.
Yep. Couple pickups here, power sources and stuff. Okay.
So, you know, that guy's dialogue, I feel like sometimes in the OG it was a little unclear that these guys are not in any sense in the same. It would be like they're not going to become soldiers, right? That it'd be like a sailor saying, "Gee, I hope to become an admiral." Like just different chains of command.
Yeah.
But I feel like the previous line from this guy implied is if they were in the same military unit.
I can't remember what he just said, but yeah, like now he's like, as a man with a promise and a future, I don't have any time to fool around with the rest of you.
He said like, "Oh, the path to becoming a soldier first class is hard," which would imply like this guy in the army,
he's studying,
you know, but right. But in reality, that'd be like, you know, an ensign in the Navy saying, "I hope to become a," yeah, not service.
right. I mean, I guess it's like, hey, if you become a trooper, I mean, anybody's able to move up in the ranks. I don't know. We know that Roach is a third class soldier because he chooses to be. Like, he doesn't want to move up to first class. Hey, look, they got the gold play button for YouTube, so they did really good. Good for him, you know. All right, we're getting close to the end of this this stream, because once we get on the ship, we're gonna call it. So everybody stick around, ask some questions.
I want to be able to pet that dog in Rebirth. That's what I want to do.
Can you pet the dog? Can you? And then is it going to be gone when you come back? There it is. All right. Let me pet that dog. Can you pet the dog? If
we don't pet the dog, we revolt.
I'm still not over the fact that we could go down the slide in the park near with Eris. So if they're willing to do that, I bet we'll pet the dog. I bet we'll have all.
Yeah, I mean, we can pet the chocobos. All right, President Shuf. This is why it's time
President
to end
President Shufus.
This is why it's time to end the stream.
President
Shufus is like, I said the same thing last stream where I was like I said Shepharoth, and I'm like, oh god, I lose the ability to speak after 3 hours. All right, guys. President Rufus is being sent off at the port. All right, cool. Thanks for that information. So yeah, there's a couple of screens. I would like to see this vehicle. I'm sure it's going to be there as well. That little transportation thing. And let's see what we got down here.
People practicing their
I think it lets you.
Oh, that's later on, isn't it?
What's this guy say? What is it? The elevator's out of order for an inspection. You know, right under us is a submarine dock and an underwater Mako reactor. So let's see if this guy's going to be there. In Rebirth. Rise the Shupuff? President Shupuff? I like how Knocker knew that. Knocker's on it. That's what I'm talking about. Shopping trip with Roach. This whole part will be much bigger. Yeah. I mean, I agree to an extent. Like, I mean, this is pretty big. Like, this, even in the original right now, you got a lot going on. Especially if they're going to go, like, super, you know, all out. And looks like they are. They even have a fully rendered CG cinematic with President Shinra shooting off the freaking Sister Ray. The marching looked like it was pretty cinematic.
Do you guys...
Nice to see some people.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Rufus is going to be just a jerk, or are they going to? Do you feel like they're going to try to put in seeds for the whole like redemption aspect of things that you know you kind of get later stuff? What do you guys think?
It's good. Oh, here's the Sorry, well, wait. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna plant it, especially for, you know, when the weapons come out later on. You know, he's not necessarily a good guy, but I think even Barrett says like he's got to give him his respect for how well he fights against, you know, the weapons, and I think that's the start of his redemption. You know, he's not inherently an evil man. He's just a bit of a twat. Right? So,
yeah, he's a bit of a twat. I like that.
Yeah, so I think you do plant it.
Yeah,
all swears in British terms sound much more refined than their American counterparts.
I like I don't know, man. Like, he had his redemption in Advent Children, and like he realized the error of his ways, type thing. I don't.
Did he?
Well, maybe. I mean, well, I guess that'll do it to a man. Getting freaking getting wrecked by a weapon and then living to tell the tale. I guess.
mean, with a dad like his as well. I can't imagine he had the best upbringing. As like.
That's true.
So I can't blame him.
Yeah, I'm very interested because he's also one of the people who have seen the Whispers. Like, he has seen them, which is that's going to change up the way he acts, I think, a little bit.
Yes.
Like, you know, sure.
I think he'll play a much bigger role.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sure, he's going to do the same exact things that we're seeing. He's firing the cannon. He's got the parade going on and stuff. But what else is Rufus going to do? Like, that is a very interesting question. Like, he knows about the Whispers. He's seen them. He knows that other people have not. Like, what is up with that?
Well, more narrowly, he has seen them one time around his father's death. It would be plausible in my mind that he's like, I'm going crazy.
He seemed like a man.
Just after my daddy died,
Yeah.
that I saw the things in the Harry Potter movies. So he could totally get me to believe it. He'd be like,
what world were you from?
Telling me about this, and then they're going to give me the crazy pills.
Yeah, he seemed like he's definitely seemed like he was a little more composed. He saw them and like he notices that who was it? Sung was walking with him or something, and he's just like. He's like, okay, so he doesn't see him, and I see him, and yeah, so you might be right. Maybe he's just like, let him see it one more time, and then be like, okay, I believe it. All right, Elena.
Right.
Just when I think the job is boring, you guys start messing around. Hey, G.I. Joe, aren't you still on duty? I want to talk to Sung. Get out of my way. There we go. Stay out of this. Cool. All right, they're at the bar. They're doing their thing. They have a hard life. You know what I mean?
Where's your Buster Sword during all of this?
Well, apparently in Rebirth, man, it's just sitting right on the back. You know what I mean? Like, not even hiding it. Not even hiding it in Rebirth. He's got the Buster Sword on, so it's weird.
But there's another save point.
Right. Let me save it real quick.
That's 2 saves on this stream.
2 saves in this 3 hours of play.
Yes. And this one is very pivotal because you've done so much since the last one.
I mean, I could go
on
back.
The TV ratings.
I could go back and get better TV ratings. Nap on duty? Nah, man, forget that, dude. Come on.
Turn straight. Good answer.
Yeah, come on. We don't nap on duty. I'm just like walking around in these buildings because I think see, like this moment. Do we get something like this? You know, like do we get this person in this jacket and this, you know, like these kind of people, redhead and the pigtails, and I'm telling you, man, when I was doing the PS1 style cam videos, like there were so many things. I'm like, oh my god, they perfectly brought that in from the original. we don't do this, we can't compete. But what bothers me is that the girls make more than I do. Huh. Well, okay. Okay, we're good now. I mean, sorry, you ain't getting my money. You're just gonna have to go out of business. Yeah. Thank you very much. For what?
Yeah.
I used to be a soldier. Afterwards, I opened up this shop. But to tell you the truth, I'd rather be shopping downstairs.
Now, he used to be a soldier.
This guy won't be in the next one because it'll probably contradict the narrative that they want to about, you know, like, if soldier then sick.
Yeah, if he's got some bad degradation going on there, you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is also another thing that Broden, from the innkeeper at Calm, he has a sickness. So that's an interesting thing too. I wonder if he was a previous soldier as well. Interesting. Maybe they just moved Broden, like maybe moved this guy to be Broden over at the innkeep.
Can you work in soldier without being a soldier? Can you just be like recon or admin or?
Yeah, we never really get a sense of you resign from soldier. Like,
yeah.
That's it. Because you can be in the army, but you don't necessarily have to be a soldier, right? So the same thing would apply.
Used to be in. He didn't say I used to be a soldier. I used to be in soldier. That's good. That's good point.
I mean, I don't know. I always got the impression, you know, like, I mean, there are certain jobs in the military that, you know, you sign away that, okay, for life, you're never doing anything. You're never going to do X or Y or Z. You can retire from whatever, but there's still things that apply after you retire. I always had it in my head that, like, soldier, general wasn't going to let you, like, quit and do something else and, like, be a mercenary. But I have no justification for that in the lore. Just
no.
Didn't strike me as
I assumed everyone had died in soldier at some point.
Yeah, like this man, if he's gonna be in Rebirth, I would like to see like how bad off he is.
I always had it in my head canon. It was all the members of soldier had died fighting Wu Tai, and all that was left.
Like the only ones left is just Sephiroth, and like, well, not even Sephiroth technically, but it's like soldiers just out of first class. They don't have any more first class.
They stopped doing it.
Yeah, they stopped doing it. All of them they're freaking crazy, man. They
saw up into all the other experiments, and they're like, no more of that. Hojo is like, I'm ethical now. We're gonna get this sorted.
Until he took a Mako to the knee.
Until he took Mako.
Cetra's on fire right now. You gonna do the PS1 style cams for Rebirth? I would absolutely love to, but it's got to come to PC first.
And then we're looking at, is it May for that?
For PC on Rebirth?
Well, I think I saw somewhere where it said not available on other platforms until at least May 2024.
Oh wow! I think I would go even further than that. I don't know. I'd have to
find the trailer.
Yeah, you have to go check the trailer out. I'd almost say it was like it's got to be like 6 months to a year, or something. But I mean, hey, once it hits PC, I'll be on it. I think for remake, it was like a whole year later, right? Correct? Like it was like an entire year later when Intergrade came out.
On the most recent trailer, it says not available on other formats until at least May 29th, 2024.
Wow. So, okay, cool. I'll buy it twice. I'll buy it on PC and I'll do it. Once a soldier, always a soldier. That's right, Knocker. Except for this guy, he opened shop, so
it shakes an awful lot.
Yeah, I would say like I would probably say that this is not going to be in there, but I would be curious if they do bring somebody who's been a previous soldier. That'd be interesting. All right, let's go down there and get on the ship. AYXB left right. I got it, boys. I'm still on it. All right, come on. I sure hope that's still the thing. Hey, what you doing, man? Just relaxing? Hey, aren't you still on duty? Look, I shouldn't talk, but what, dude? Don't become a bad worker like me. Don't become a bad worker like me. What are you kidding? I'm gonna use this sofa right here. Oh wow, he actually says from all the way over there. Don't become a bad worker like me. Don't sit on that bench or on that sofa, man. Wow, even if you go over here. He's like, dude, don't go to sleep in that wooden bunk bed. God, that sucks.
Jeez, I never knew that.
This is the servers, man. Ooh, some server room where they broadcast. Hey, another toy thing. There we go.
Oh, that's the Shinra manager from the train, isn't it?
Hey! Is it going to be the Shinra manager coming back in Rebirth? You know what I mean? This is so
I'd like to see that.
embarrassing. And they told me I would be staying at a 5-star hotel on these trips.
You're fine, bud.
How can you guys sleep in a place like this? I will not stand for this. Alright, you're cool, man. Hey, no, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You can go back to sleep. Thank you.
Yeah, sleep in your, suit.
So, hey, maybe we'll see the middle manager again, you know? Bring
Damn
him,
right, we will.
bring him back.
He's going to be on the boat, though. He's going to be on the boat.
Wee. Oh, yeah, you know, that makes a lot of sense for him to be on the boat.
Well, I mean, would he sound the alarm
Would he sound...
about
Would he might. What am I
Right,
looking
so
at?
that's why I wonder if we wouldn't see him, because it's a little bit plot challenge, because especially since, I guess, depending upon whether or not it's Shinra in the real world, or whatever I mean by that, whether they're saying, if they're saying we're wanted, then, the Shinra manager would definitely report us in a heartbeat.
What am I looking at here? Anybody in chat help me out? What am I looking at?
Earthly blue. I've never known what the hell this is.
Oh, it's weapons. It's weapons in
Oh,
there.
it's weapons.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can-
of course.
All right, we got.
Maxes, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what the things in the middle are. They look like bottles, but...
Yeah, not sure, but we got weapons. That's where they keep it, man. Awesome.
In the middle with a
With
blue glowing...
sometimes with the 4K upres, sometimes it gets a little bit because it basically turning an image into a vector image, and then that can cause some weird morphing.
It's morphing time.
It's morphing time.
Sorry. I had to.
Yes.
No choice.
All right, it's time. It's morphing time.
You do realize that if you do a bunch of morph things or whatever in this game, I will expect you to say that each time.
All right, military reception. Let's go, dude. Do it. Do it with enthusiasm. Ready?
Red. Red.
What just happened? Yo, you changed up. You changed it up on me. They changed it up on me. I was ready. I was hitting the buttons and everything. Dude, they changed it up. Oh, I was so... Look at Red 13 back there shaking his head. They changed it up on me, man. I was ready. Look, see, I'm ready. Oh,
At least
shit.
the mood gauge isn't 0.
Right face, do it. There we go. There we go.
Wait, so will Cloud's face be completely concealed by the helmet such that Rufus will not be able to ID us in Rebirth?
Well, Tifa couldn't in Nibelheim, so I would hope not.
I guess that's true. That's true. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That gets you an HP plus, I think.
Nailed it.
Um,
Oh, dude,
it
stand in
does.
attention, dude. What you gotta say, dude?
Dang.
Very entertaining. Keep up the good work. Hey, look, see, listen, nailed it. So is this when All right, so it looks like near the veil says fire. Do you think this is when President Shinra does that? No, that's got to be out there on the. That's out there on the parade area. Yeah. Oh, where's my Heidegger at, man? We're closing this stream out with the right way.
Yes.
Man. We're gonna close this out the right way. Come on, Heidegger.
There's a special bonus for you. A token of the president's kindness. Don't forget it.
I like this. You've really come into your own here. I like this. It's no longer Yoda. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Received HP plus materia. So I did good.
I was channeling Nappa from Dragon Ball Z there.
Oh, nice. So, all right. So in this right now, we have the party is kind of already snuck in. You can see even Red 13 in the cargo ship right now. Once the word gets out that Sephiroth is here, Cloud and his friends will show up too.
We'll crush them as soon as we find them.
We can't have them get in our way.
Leave it up to me, sir.
I thought I told you to stop that stupid laugh. Oh.
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha! There it is. Let it out, man. Let it out.
Go punch someone.
Oh, got punched. I'm gonna punch somebody. I'm gonna punch somebody. Oh, he disappeared. All right, dismissed. That was close. So, yeah, like like I said, this basically the whole entire 3 hours, but it was basically just to say that I think Roach is going to get us on the ship.
But the journey.
Oh God.
You didn't read.
Heidegger's been really edgy lately. Because Hojo disappeared, leaving a letter of resignation. So that's very interesting to point out, because the last time we saw Hojo was he was laughing maniacally in front of the Genova tank in Rebirth, like a remake. So he was he was on to something.
Next time we're going to see him, he's going to be sunbathing on the beach.
Can't wait. Cannot
In a lab coat.
wait.
In a lab coat.
Yes.
In a lab coat.
With ladies around him, you know.
I mean, I
Heidegger's-
hope he's in a lab coat. I don't think I want to see him out of the lab coat.
That's another cool
Like,
thing I can
maybe
do.
it's
I can
just
actually look
lab.
around. Heidegger's been forced to take over that investigation too. Hey, I thought you were dismissed. Get out of here. There they go. They're on. So they're already in disguises, as you can see. So they have to be in disguise to get on the ship. Which means maybe that's what this is all about. When you get on the Shinra 8, maybe that's when we see them in their disguises, but then they can just get rid of the disguises as soon as they're on. Maybe
You think maybe we split parties at this point? You know, you do some stuff with Cloud, and then you swap back to Barrett, Tifa, Red, and you do a mission with them where they're trying to get the costumes and beat up the sailors and take their stuff. Like,
that would be cool. That would be really cool. I like that, actually. It's kind of like...
and then you unlock the costumes, and there's a transmog system, and you can play as Sailor Barrett throughout the entire of Rebirth.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my God, Sailor Barrett the entire time. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, I think that's a really good point. It's almost kind of like the content that was cut from Remake, with Tifa being able to explain her side of things when Cloud fell, and then kind of going back and like that ended up being cut, but it would have been really cool to get the information on how Tifa found out about Don Cornero, and then, like, you know, going over that way. But for this situation, yeah, like, it's another little gray area. How did they get their costumes? What's going on there? So maybe when they go up to the High Wind platform, they either meet up with Roach, and Roach is like, all right, listen, you guys got to go get costumes, and Cloud, you come with me. You're going to help me lead this parade, and because I'm not leaving my motorcycle. It's like, I'm gonna stay on this. You're gonna do the marching. So that could be a possibility. We got some cleaning up to do. Hurry up.
Is it clear to you that it's going to be a non-military vessel in Rebirth?
Yeah, it's the Shinra 8, which they said it was like a cruise ship to ferry people from Junon over to Costa del Sol. We'll cross
Do we
the
even
ocean.
know to be on it?
Huh?
Do we even know that Rufus will be on it?
I mean, no, we don't. I mean, Rufus and Heidegger have to get over there, like, in some way, and then like, if they're going off of this, then they would say that there was, like, didn't they say that the airship there was malfunction or something, right? Like, where it's not ready for takeoff. So they have to take the boat to get over there. So I think they do keep Rufus and Heidegger on this in Rebirth.
Just a weird idea to have SecDef and the president on a civilian ship.
Right. I'm sure, yeah, it's going to be like, maximum
they'll be in
security.
the penthouse. Yeah, they'll be in the.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you call it on a ship, but captain's quarters. I don't know, whatever it is.
Definitely. So we'll cross the ocean to the new continent, even if we are wearing Shinra's uniforms. So there you go. They'll be in the Shinra uniforms. Maybe we see Sailor Barrett at Junon rather than on the ship. Because I'm just so curious of why Cloud was just walking around, like, nonchalantly walking around the Shinra 8. And I think we even see Aerith and Tifa at some point, or Aerith definitely on the Shinra 8, not in a sailor outfit either.
Well, but do we know that that's here versus, like, you know, you can obviously go back and forth between the continents at a later time in civilian garb, maybe?
I mean, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's a good point. I feel like you would need to be in disguise, especially like we said, like if President Shinra and Heidegger is here, like you're gonna need to be in disguise.
Right.
In this game, and we'll talk about this in the next stream, but basically it's kind of like, as soon as a stowaway is spotted, you know, that's when all things just, you know, let loose. And we seen in the trailer for Destined for Rebirth when Aerith it's at nighttime, so time has passed. It seems like they're on the ship. It's at nighttime, and Aerith is not in gear, but she looks like she's in a threatened stance or an attacking stance or something like that. So yeah. I mean, and then also if we go back to the Game Informer interview, the rapid fire question, one of them was like, hey, will we see Red 13 standing on two legs? And he said, I think we'll be able to answer that favorably.
Yeah.
So, there's a save point around here, right? All material.
Yeah, it's upstairs, I think.
Okay.
At the end of the ship.
I don't want to get too far into that. I just need to save it. I don't want to talk to anybody either. I just want to save the game. There it is.
Yeah.
What am I missing? There we go.
You're good.
Yeah, just want to go talk to, or I'll talk to everybody on the next stream, so that way we get to do a full breakdown of that. So there we go, everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream.
Successful, professional.
It's absolutely successful stream. Yeah, I mean, nothing went wrong the entire time. But let me see what you guys have to say in chat. I want to hang out for you just a second, just for a moment. And yeah, and then we're gonna close out the stream. What do we got? 3 hours and 13 minutes. I appreciate you, Jay and Robert, for coming in here and just kind of hanging out while I play this. I'm sorry it wasn't the smoothest stream. Hopefully next time it will be. But
made it better, dude. You're awesome. Don't worry about it.
No, thank you. It's always fun.
Thanks, man. All right, so let me get in here. Guys, you've been sticking around in chat. I want to say thank you for just sticking around and keeping active in chat. Knocker, Near the Veil, Cetra, just thank you for always, you know, keeping active the entire time. Tangible, freaking Renaissance Elf, you guys are awesome. Just gonna give a little shout outs there. All right, so what am I doing? We got No Way with a lurk. Yes, thank you so much, No Way. I appreciate you and your support over here on the YouTube membership. I do appreciate that. W stream overall though. Hey, you know what, Kuya Pixels. I mean, whew. Hey, they said it was a good stream. Hey, look at my pillow I got for my birthday. Yeah, man.
That's a pretty sweet pillow.
Awesome. Awesome.
I came up with that design, and then I was just like, listen, I'm putting it on everything. Put it on everything. Put it on everything, you know? So, all right, it was fun. Thank you, Prometheac. Thank you so much. Amy Roser, thank you. It was nice background sound. Was it was it nice background sound?
But me doing my Heidegger.
It was the Heidegger, yeah.
You could do some ASMR to that.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just gonna put that on repeat as sleep music.
Yeah.
Just the laugh.
It was, yeah. What did he say? I'm trying to get your voice again. It was, but it was more like Yoda. No, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Come on, Danny.
Next time.
Will. No, is it save data file? Nope, that's not it either. I gotta hear. See, for me to do it, I gotta hear it and then I can do it. You know what I mean? We need Final Fantasy TV merch. What's up?
So you need a touchstone line to summon.
Yeah,
right?
it's I thought I heard you do Yoda. I was like, okay, go ahead, do the Yoda, man.
No.
I'm not a Yoda impersonator. I could do a mean Gollum though. I could do a good Gollum, but other than that, that's where my skill.
You can do it. Let me hear the Gollum, my precious.
I mean, we need to with an intro like that.
Do it.
Um,
Here it comes.
Tell me about your
also,
crushes.
that's his Master Orcs, and that doesn't
Oh,
toast
wow.
me, do they, precious? There's my Gollum.
Yes. Next time, if I can get you on, if we can get you on for the next stream. Oh yeah. Yeah. One of these characters is gonna be Gollum. one of these characters.
Crap.
The way you
Sakharov.
you could almost.
Oh,
If somebody has a ton of lines, I don't care who it is, but I want to hear this game have Gollum injected into
Yeah,
it. I am
it's good to have Gollum
Nice.
somewhere. Do the Gollum.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. I didn't like it. I don't like it. You could almost be like Stitch there, the way you sounded. I didn't even put those together.
Just the in the ship.
Blue punch bubble.
My hand up on family.
Jeez, you got talent, man.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in for this one. I'll try to make the next one go smoother. It's gonna be next Wednesday, but be sure to tune in on Friday if you're interested in. We're gonna have a final podcast where I'm talking about. We're gonna be talking about Final Fantasy VII Day. FF7 Day is coming up January 31st, and there has been huge news on the way. Huge news on the way, because we've seen a press event that has happened recently with all the voice actors and content creators and media outlets coming together in LA with the exclusion of Final Fan TV. Everybody was there. Everybody was there. No, I'm saying, but I will report on what they report. No, but for real, I'm super happy for them. Baby Seal was there. That was awesome to see. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the content that comes out of that. But we don't know when it's going to come out. But all I can say is that January 31st is FF7 Day. And that's about a 1 week time frame for those content creators and media outlets to put together some nice video packages and then just bombard YouTube. I mean, just absolutely just load YouTube up with a bunch of videos for you to watch, for me to watch, countless hours. So yeah, so Friday we're going to talk about all that. We're going to make some predictions. We're going to talk about the inspirations behind Rebirth, like some of the things that the developers have talked about that have directly inspired Rebirth. And so that's going to be a fun conversation. I'm bringing in Tom Close and Christian, some big fans of the show, to talk about it. So I love, giving you guys some, a platform to speak and share your hype. And that's what I'm going to do. You guys, they have been super active in comments and stuff like that, and super supportive. So it'll be awesome to bring them in. Just like Jay, who is a Patreon supporter and a freaking YouTube member. And we got Dr. Robert Moat, who is a Patreon supporter as well. So thank you so much for your support, guys. I cannot thank you enough for that. So thank you. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching
Do the
show.
line.
Do
Do the line.
do the roar. Here it is. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now.